No C words.
Yeah, I think we're live again, so we shall see.
Ding.
Well,
Just got
somebody got a
notification.
ding.
What's flowing?
All right, I'm looking at YouTube. I'm not looking at you guys, and it's still showing a countdown for me. But then again, this is very slow.
I can't get rid of this other call, Ben. I'm having an
It's
issue.
up. We're up, ain't we, guys?
Cool.
Scott
cool.
Howe, Quentin James, Dry Heat. Bazinga, Quentin James, exactly.
Other call, Ben.
It's all back. Cheddar Kung Pao, boom. Yeah, I think we're there. Everyone's saying, yep.
There we go. Yes, we are live now, officially.
5150, what up, brother?
There. Oh, why am I technicolored? There we go.
Rocking.
I can't see it on my...
Yes, Amanda, just close out of the
Yeah.
app completely and then jump back in.
Okay.
Like, you know, like shut it down altogether and then back in.
Try.
Oh, JJ's nice and clear. Gadzooks. Good, 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 good.
Success.
All right,
All
so
right.
that's out. I'll close that window. Don't
All
know,
right,
don't care.
We're live, but now Showman's saying no sound. Testing.
I don't have anything to chat with yet. There we go.
No, we got sound. We got sound.
You guys messing with us or what? Maybe the chat's messing with us.
Yeah, it's Showman. It's Showman Blues.
Well, that was crazy.
All right, give me a
All
sec.
right.
By the way, Bruce, no, I can't because I only see those chat messages on my phone.
Ah,
So long story short. So who do we got Sonia in here now. She wasn't here before. John Parson.
Hey,
Dan Sullivan, the gambler, showed up for part 2. Paul Liu. Wow, the chat is
Damn.
flying. And yet, yeah, I can't scroll back in the chat.
still?
Yep.
ET51.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for coming back.
Chat your fire.
Excuse me. Frank Cochran, Frank C. Back-to-back Franks. I need a beer. Ugh.
I need a beer now.
Oh, man.
There we go. We got a related question. JJ, what's the diesel behind you?
That. And who said that?
Quentin James.
Hey, Quentin, yes, that's the Diesel Einstein.
Yes.
There we go.
All right, let's
Okay,
get
Byron?
this.
Monster beast of an amp. Killer
Bruce and
clean.
Ben have no head. Huh?
No?
What? Only 3 icons are showing up along the bottom?
Come on. Who's messing with? I'm looking at the replay right now. We're all good, man.
Cool.
I see everybody in here.
They think they're funny. They got jokes.
Why do I have a feeling Showman's watching the one from last month? Hey, Arvin.
I think so, or
Like,
something.
I am so close to cursing right now.
Okay, Showman's laughing. LOL. All right.
No cursing.
Yeah. I am so close to cursing. God love our parents, Amanda.
Yes.
They wanted to see
What's
us
up?
YouTube, so rather than even both watching it on the same computer, nope, they're both on their own devices watching, and it's just like, can you just stay off the internet till we're done?
This is my look of surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Guitar Hack. Says we're good. No worries.
All right.
Michael B. Good to see you.
Peace.
So, where were we? Before we were interrupted, I was going to mention our channel sponsors, Arden's Music, and
Woo!
which gets actually to our first topic of the night, renofin.ca. Amanda, are you familiar with Renofin at all?
What?
What? Are you familiar with Renofin guitars?
Renofin? No.
Renofin. No?
No.
You should be.
Why?
Travis Taylor builds them.
Seriously.
Yeah, that Travis Taylor is a guitar builder now.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
So I was chatting with Travis last night.
You were hanging with him?
No, I was chatting.
Oh, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, considering he
He's
lives in
cool.
Victoria, I wasn't hanging with him.
Well,
Hey, Terry.
he comes down.
Yes.
He
So
comes down.
he got his CNC machine this week, guys. And it was supposed to be the first thing on the CNC was going to be the neck for my Strat. Right here. So he asked if I still wanted one. I said yes. So on my doorstep, hopefully in the next month, I will have a 60s profiled neck with vintage size stainless steel frets,
Whoa.
unfinished maple neck.
Ooh.
Stainless steel, baby. Oh, you're moving up.
Yeah,
in
I
the
was
world.
like, can you do stainless? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, I want vintage size stainless steel frets, bud.
That's
Well,
awesome.
right on.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Travis is a cool man.
he's going to be
Nice,
doing a
man.
couple of custom builds for Mr. Shanahan and myself.
Sweet.
Mr. Shanahan will be getting an offset-based guitar, and Travis is going to build me a telly. And beyond knowing it's a telly, I told him to completely surprise me. Finish. He knows that obviously the neck style I like, so it'll be again 60s profile neck, vintage size stainless frets. So,
Get a metallic paint job.
I told him just surprise me.
So,
Metallic green, man. Dude. Like them drums.
yeah.
Be sick.
Like the drums, yes.
Yeah.
So Ben, what you're saying is you plan on
Love
keeping
those.
this Strat now?
What's that?
You plan on keeping this Strat now instead of selling it?
Well, like Rich says, it's good to have a Strat around in case you need one.
Oh, you need one.
I don't
Yeah.
need one.
You need a
Yes,
Strat.
you do.
Come
On
on.
the side.
You got to have a Strat on the side.
I've had a Strat since 1991. I don't miss it. Paul Glover, good to see you.
All right, well then we'll work something out so I could get it.
We got cousin Doug in the chat, NASCAR Canuck. He says, Amanda, you sound like me on the trips with Ben, huh?
A lot less country coming out of here.
Bruce, you have a Strat, right?
I do have a Strat.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well,
Well,
I
you
can
had that
only have
telly.
one. I'm only allowed to have one now. All of a sudden, no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Well, it's
Guitar Hack
Keep
says
it going.
everyone needs a Strat.
It's a
And I was like,
man,
no,
man.
everyone needs a Kelly, but I don't know if everyone needs a Strat.
Of course you do.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I love to give the Strat owners a hard time.
Oh, I know. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Well, so many guitars are based off the Strat. They're all Strats, aren't they, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So do you want the
Hey,
Strat tone, the
DJ.
single coil Strat tone? Strat with humbuckers is pretty cool, man.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm a little thin on guitars to have on display behind me tonight because I realized I've got one guitar at work and two at Rich's place ready to go on the bench. No, actually, I have 3 guitars at Rich's place, 2 that are running on the bench.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my Les Paul's over there, too, for practice.
Right.
For now, anyways. Yes.
Get that new D-Tuna put in.
Yep. That's happening tomorrow, hopefully.
Every man.
It was
needs a
supposed to
Strat,
happen
every woman
Thursday,
needs
but
to
we
have
ended
a
up, we're
Strat.
just
Yeah.
sitting around shooting the breeze till showtime, and we was like, oh yeah, we're supposed to knock out that video installing the D-Tuna, but
So much for that.
Danny
Danny Alexander wants to know what we're drinking.
What are you drinking, Amanda?
I'm drinking a Georgian Bay Gin Smash. It's
Bruce isn't drinking.
like
I'm
boozy
drinking
wink.
water. H2O, man. Nectar of the gods.
How about you, JJ? You got a drink?
I got to try. Yeah, I killed my Jack Daniels this weekend, but I've got a vodka with Hansen's tangerine and lime. There you go.
Look at you,
Nice.
Mr. California.
It works.
I'm going to have a Scotch
Man.
and Coke before this night's
It's going
done.
down good.
That
I
sounds
tell you.
tasty.
Pushing me. Let's see.
That's all that's left in the house, so there's no option.
R2, I believe, has a nice stout on the go.
Yes, I have a stout.
Nice.
And I am rocking the old school stubby bottle Labatt's Blue Pilsner.
Sweet.
And cheers
I
to
like
everybody.
Labatt's Blue.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers
that's
to a round table.
I'll be back in a second.
Well, and there he goes.
Gonna go get a drink.
Let's see. Amanda
Yes.
has a question. There's a
What?
question for Amanda. It says, does Amanda play at all? Shane asks. My drummer, Shane.
Guitar? No.
Anything.
I sing. I'm a singer. I like to sing. I don't really play any instruments. I played clarinet in public school,
He plays the vocals.
but I play the vocal cords.
Yeah. Cool.
There we
Vocal
go.
cordist.
Hey, Zach. Thanks for tuning in. According to my little stats here, it says, which is actually, yeah, good thing we did the new stream because everything seems to be working better here. 26 people watching.
Yeah.
NASCAR Canuck says, hey, Ben, I have some old smoky apple pie. But I have the real apple pie. Let's see.
I love apple pie.
And now I can have Curtis Chaltain or Chaltain. Thank you for tuning in, Curtis. Says now you can have your own signature series.
Peace out, Zach Thong. What up, brother?
That'd be
Hey,
cool.
Zach Thong.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll come up with a cool little combination. He can call it the Ben. I don't know.
Yeah, Terry, I was waiting for you to say that.
Ooh, Dry
One
Heat got
time
another
at camp.
Beane Cadillac. It's a custom run with EMGs and a Floyd Rose and gloss natural, 1 of 100.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Nice dry heat.
That's really cool. I have a real soft spot for Dean Cadillacs.
Could you
Yeah,
call it a
sounds
nude? If it's natural, is that nude? Just
Well,
Awkward
asking.
silence.
Aw,
This is
Mr.
what-
Buff.
There we go.
Natural sounds.
There it
Ah,
is.
yeah.
Bourbon Barrel Ale. Look out.
Ding,
That's
ding,
a
ding,
good
ding,
one.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
it's got a
ding,
higher
ding,
alcohol content than regular beer, but tastes so good.
than regular American beer.
Cheers than regular anybody's beer. Except for
Oh.
Germany probably has now.
Hey, Michael Holder is back.
Any U.S. beer, you're right.
Oh,
Thank
cheers.
you.
There you go. That looks,
For those who don't
Really
know,
tasty.
Michael Holder that we have in the chat is from Harrisburg, North Carolina, and he and I get together and jam every year that we're down for the NASCAR races.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's got a home studio. I'm going to check that out too.
Next summer, Ben's going to go down and come back with an album.
Sounds good, Dry Heat. Definitely email me those pictures. And hey, there. Oh,
Hey, Johnny Bean.
Johnny Bean.
Yo, yo,
And Bruce
Johnny.
sounded like he was rubbing his mic on his cheek again.
No, I wasn't adjusting. Yeah, over here. I wasn't touching my face. It was over.
yes. Dry heat. Send me some pictures too, man.
Do
I
you
wanna
guys
see
want
that.
news?
Awesome
want a
show
news
yesterday,
update?
Johnny, with Thomas McLaughlin. That was a sick show, man.
That was great.
Yes. Yes.
I
Thomas
already
Uh,
I already pre-ordered the new tune. I pre-ordered it this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Sweet.
Awesome.
let's see
Yeah,
here.
I guess.
I just got an update from Mr. Shanahan here, reporting in.
Hey,
I
Johnny,
may
back.
be in.
Da, 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 da.
Richie says I may be in a bit. Just getting home now. Went to the beach with Steph's parents for dinner. In other news, I'm no longer a Gibson owner.
Huh?
Oh.
Dot. But I do own a
Sold.
new amp.
Whoa, interesting.
There you go.
Guess
Does he
we'll
say
find
what
out.
he got?
Didn't say. I guess you'll have to tune in Thursday.
Unless he wants to tell us if he comes on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but see, now the interesting thing was, so we're
No
two
no
practices
suspense.
to go. He asked me what I was going to take as far as gear for the gig we have next weekend. And he said he was going to use a Strat and a Tele. And then he's like, oh, I don't know if they're quite as reliable. So I'm going to go with my Gibson and something else. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll run single coil then. And now since he sold the Gibson, now I'm like, well, maybe I will use my Les Paul.
Yeah. Do it up, man.
Do it to it.
For
Mm.
sure, Sonia. Sonia says she needs 4 people to subscribe to her to get to 500.
I'm already subbed
Do
to you.
it.
Sorry.
Can we get 4 subs for Sonia? I think I'm
I'll
subbed.
sub to you after here, Sonia. I'll sub to you right after I'm done.
And I will say I can try, but my computer's locked up. I think I'm subscribed to you already. But
I
I'm
think
not
you are too, because I
sure.
think that one day we were subbing to everybody that one day, and she was there. And
I think so.
Scott, if you're on, maybe you can go
I'll
and sub
do it
to.
if I haven't.
I know Scott was on earlier. I said hi to him. I don't know if he's still.
And apparently, some guy named Johnny Bean says he's poor soul sitting at $4.99. So if somebody could sub Johnny Bean too. Poor guy.
Johnny Bean.
Oh,
There he is.
Uh-oh. There we go. Mayhem's in the chat.
Wayne.
absolutely.
What's up, Wayne?
Nice.
I've been waiting for that one.
His full name, Absolutely Mayhem.
Absolutely mayhem, sir.
Are you going to play us a little ditty there, JJ?
Let's see. And Terry says you're doing better than me, stuck at 454. I actually somehow gained a sub during that first hangout. So whoever subbed to me during the first hangout, thanks.
Hey, how about everybody
Everyone's
just
mentioning
subs
how-
everybody else? Just like
That's what we usually try to do.
right?
Yeah.
Like, let's all do it now.
Little-
Grow the community.
Yep.
There we go. So do you have any questions for us, Amanda?
What?
You're kind of new to the YouTube community. But I notice you're in every chat that I'm not in.
I know.
Watching replays, and there's my sister, and then everyone's like, hey, where's
Highly
Ben?
entertaining.
Like, I thought you'd be there.
Hello, Jennifer Pitcher. Happy long
Hey,
weekend
Jen.
to you.
It's been a while.
It's very entertaining. I was just saying to Scott today, it's kind of like when you were at school and you had, that cool teacher who would just make everything really fun and exciting. It's kind of like I'm learning about, Floyd's and things, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but it's all making sense after a while, and I'm laughing my ass off the whole time. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So for someone like me, a question for me would be, do you have a recommendation for a guitar for someone with very small hands to maybe attempt to start playing?
There we go.
What would you pick?
And just before we answer that,
Hey, Zach.
Scott Howe says, Sam says, hi, Mommy.
Hi, Sam.
That's cool.
She's a big fan. She watches everybody. She's the one that wanted me to make that pre-order today. She was rocking right out. She's got good taste, that kid.
Yeah.
She's 4.
Hey, Dave R. Do you have a recommendation, Bruce, for someone with small hands?
Small hands.
Recommendation for what? My hand, I got big hands.
Beginner guitar.
I got big hands. I don't know.
All right, so Bruce is no help. JJ?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd take, get it down to Arden's and feel some different guitars, and you're going to know when something feels better.
I grew up in a music store.
What?
I said, we grew up in music stores.
She
I
was
mean,
right
you
by
know,
Stratocaster.
You picked up your dad's telly.
Yeah, it was too much. I
Kelly-
couldn't get my fingers around. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like thick, like a bat. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking like a mini Strat or R2. Doesn't Jackson have one as well? Like a 3/4 size?
I don't even.
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
the
small.
miniature ones you're talking about, the short
Mhm.
scale ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those, but no, I mean, there's other guitars. I mean, nowadays kids, they're lucky. Back when I was buying a guitar, first time guitar, terrible instruments. Some of them were, but now you
Yeah,
can get a nice, decent guitar for $300, $400 here, and it plays
was thinking,
beautiful for a beginner.
nice.
Yeah.
Well,
a few
Amanda,
people
you want an
mentioned it.
acoustic or an electric?
What?
You want an acoustic guitar or an electric?
No, I want electric.
Oh, you want to
I don't
rock
want to be
out?
like Guitar Girl. I want to be like Guitar Girl.
There you
You
go.
know?
Hey, Dave R. Mitch
I think
Hayden.
there's already 2 Guitar Girl YouTube channels.
Yeah, there is. There's a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know what? I
A few
did
people
find
in the
my.
chat have mentioned Ibanez necks, because they're
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
thin,
that's what I
right?
was going to say. But yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because they're
Yeah,
so
Amanda,
right?
tiny and they're.
We'll meet up we'll go to Arden's one day and I'll put a few guitars in your hand.
Yeah, we'll hang out.
Yeah.
I saw
Oh,
that
gee.
beauty. There was this beautiful Les Paul that Tom McLaughlin had on yesterday. It was this rose. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was thin, a real thin light. It was beautiful.
There
Are
you
you
go.
talking
It was
about
my
his
dream
gem?
guitar.
It wasn't a Les Paul.
It wasn't?
I think you were talking about his gem. Yeah, that wasn't a Les Paul. A Les Paul has one cutaway.
Are you sure? All right. I believe you.
Mark says that the Ernie Ball Sterling's Music Man has small necks on them.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the first. Ernie Ball Music Man isn't exactly someone's first guitar, right?
I know,
just
right?
From a standpoint.
Well,
but
it could be.
Sterling's the budget model.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That is
$300 bucks. You're going to get a good guitar as long as it's the same specs as they
really hurt us here. Oh, we did show a Les Paul too. Okay, Johnny, thank you. I must have missed that a little bit.
Do you remember the one Johnny?
Well, I was thinking the floral because I remember he showed one of Steve Vai's actual floral gems. That's what I thought you were talking about.
No, it was this like beautiful rose, and he said it faded, and it was light. It was cut thin. It was I don't know. Johnny Beane might remember what it was.
Yes,
I can't remember.
yes,
I didn't watch the replay.
Yes, the Les
beautiful.
Les
I was
Paul,
like,
yeah,
"Ooh, can I play that? Can I play that? Can I play that?"
See, Amanda, we're getting a lot of people here saying Ibanez. Go for an Ibanez. Ibanez has
fortunately, Arden's is an Ibanez dealer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and Johnny says it was pink.
Yeah, it was pink.
Yeah.
Go figure. I liked it.
How about those music
Absolute Mayhem wants to. Yeah. Mayhem says he wants to see a Ben and Amanda at Arden's live stream.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll come over on my lunch break.
Yeah, and I'll have the day off. Hey, there's Michael Smith, the captain.
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith.
Captain.
Ahoy. Ahoy there.
Thanks,
Michael
Jen,
Smith's
for
a good
pitching.
guy.
Nice of you to say.
Very good guy. Yes.
He's got himself a beautiful music man right there.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
So does Adam EVH. He has a
Yeah, he
nice Ernie Ball music man.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Jennifer. Jennifer Pitcher said, "You guys are awesome."
Well, she has good taste.
Oh, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
Yeah.
The Nita Strauss model would be nice. Yeah.
That St. Vincent, the Music Man St. Vincent, that was made for a lady, wasn't it?
I believe so.
That's her custom guitar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nita Strauss's is the body's almost like as thin as the neck. It's
the lighter, the necks
nice.
are smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm
But
only
it's
like
also-
5'5", so.
But it's also over $1,000, I think, for her guitar. So
Yeah.
her model, her signature model, yeah.
Hey,
Danita?
Scott.
Yeah, the Nita Strauss, wasn't it? Like
Nita Strauss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I can't even remember what it was Canadian. It's around
1,200
Canadian.
American, I think, something like that. It might be a little more. Who knows? But
Right. So yeah, the exchange rate you're looking at 1,600 plus they hoop us at the border. So you're looking at 1,750, 1,775 probably.
so yeah, that's up there. That's when you know you want to keep playing. You know.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Quentin James says Daisy Rock guitars are made for smaller hands.
Yeah, but then it's called Daisy Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, Amanda.
You gonna play some Motorhead on my Daisy Rock? No.
why not?
I don't know. It sounds dumb. It's so cliche. Look at that chick on a Daisy Rock. No. No.
I think she wants a true electric guitar.
Well, something that's
okay.
not. No.
Well,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I never put streamers on my bicycle. Let's put it that way, right, Ben? I wasn't that chick.
Yeah, exactly. And Showman asks, so Ben and Amanda are lovers, siblings, spouses? What? We are siblings.
Who the heck said that?
Showman.
Showman.
Showman. All the above. No.
And yes, Scott says nothing a little OT can't cover. There we go.
Crazy talk.
Oh, Showman.
Feel it for a second, Ben? Like a little bit?
Yeah.
Ben is
Oh,
my
God.
brother. He is 4 years older than me.
Yep. But none the wiser.
well,
You would, Shane. He says, I think a metal band of Daisy Rock guitars would be amazing. No. And yes, electric ukuleles do exist, Jennifer Pitcher.
you could put the word pushing in front of Daisy, pushing daisies, Rock.
Pushing daisies.
Yeah, it would make it cooler.
A Lizzie Hale model guitar. Yeah, but then we'd have to go to the Evil Empire to buy that, and that's not happening.
Hey Ben, Dave Byron says here, whatever guitar you get, Amanda, just be careful when you throw it.
Yeah. That's the truth. Oh yeah, and a melody maker, that'd be nice. Marco, good to see you, buddy. Was chatting with Tim the other night. Last night?
No.
I think on Cheddar's channel.
Dry Heat's asking if Henning's stalking me yet. No, actually he didn't. I actually tried to pre-stalk him. Slightly unsuccessfully, but I'm working on it. He threatened me first, right?
Yeah, stalker,
right?
Down quick.
Oh, I was on it. I'm the one that had my phone in my hands. We'll see.
By the way, if you guys didn't see it, Henning started his series today where he's doing live concerts from his studio.
Oh, yeah. I didn't.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he had a concert today. They were all playing Harley Benton guitars. Because he's been doing Yeah.
Man,
he's got some nice
sound.
Yeah.
He had it down.
Yeah.
But he had all the gear to do a full live concert in his living room, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all mixed. It was good. Really.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
I like
him
the
doing
songs,
that.
man. I like the songs. I thought those guys rocked it. The guy had a good voice.
Yeah. Mayhem says, can you gent a uke? Yes. Watch Glenn Fricker's video from last week with him and, was it Tyler, I think? They were going full on metal and stuff on uke, so I can't see why you can't gent.
What's gent?
It's a genre of music.
Oh, cool.
Stevie T does one where he gents a uke. If you want to know about gent, just go to Stevie T's channel.
Yeah,
there
all
you
right.
go. Yeah, I am so
Roger
past
that,
gent.
24.
When I was doing live sound, 90% of the local bands was all gent. And they're like, how did we sound? And I'm like, you sounded the same as the 4 other bands that were on. All I hear is starts and stops and a Chinese crash.
Yeah, it's not,
Chinese crash.
It's not good, man. I'm sorry, I can't.
China boys.
I just can't get into that gent stuff.
Sully dude says, I gent my cigar box.
Yeah. Cigar box.
Good to see you, Andrew. Good to see you.
There you go. Didn't you just say that, Ben? That
yeah.
Fender Guru jumps in early in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Say hello to him. Here he is, saying hello. Hello, Andrew.
Hello. Fender Guru. We're on to you, man, and your tricks.
Yeah, we're on you. I appreciate it, though, because by doing that, he gives us 2 views instead of 1. So,
sure?
See, Andrew does these shows that comes on at 2 o'clock in the morning for me, and then he goes live, and then I wake up the next day, and I have to see the replay.
yeah.
Not fair, man. Not fair.
I watched part of it finishing up work, and then I watched the rest of it when I got home from work.
I didn't get to watch his last one yet.
Good stuff.
I always have to wait until like following days.
Hey, cousin Siobhan's in the chat.
Yeah, I was just about to say, there's Siobhan.
Yeah.
What up, girl?
Somebody's phone vibrating.
I know JJ is jamming a little bit. He's plucking.
Yeah, I can't stop playing the guitar. You know,
No. It sounds like I can hear, like, I thought it was my phone because I'm picking it up through the headset, just like it vibrating on a table or something like that.
Oh, I got you now.
What are you playing, JJ? What is that?
Telecaster.
Oh, yeah, I can only see the upper horn of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that color.
It's a beauty.
What year is that?
96.
Yeah, that's right. You told us last time you showed. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
You got so many guitars.
Wide neck for a telly, though. I mean, it's fat. It's beautiful.
That's
Right little V right there. I mean, it's trippy towards the front, but it's tones
That's a
for
Louisville.
days.
It's a Louisville Slugger right there.
Yeah, that's the one they used to call the baseball bat necks. Like they brought them back. They're older though, but
yeah, it really is.
Hey, there's Michael Bishop.
Hey, Michael.
Michael Bishop. What's up,
Michael
man?
Bishop.
All right, so R2, did you break out guitar number, what, 5 or 6? Was it 6?
Number 6.
You got number 6?
Yeah, it's been calling my name over here.
Well,
Yeah, so I've shown you guys number 1, Candy Apple. I've shown you number 2, the Fender. Number 3 is the Randy Rhoads B.
That's mine.
Number 4 was the Ibanez. It's gone. Number 5 is the Jackson Kelly. Number 6 is the one I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Number 7 was the Charvel. Number 8 was the Wolfgang. Number 9 is the Fender. So number 6. You guys want to see number 6?
Sure.
Bring it on.
I'm down.
And we're going to have Terry jump in shortly here, too.
Sounds good.
Welcome, Terry.
Mr. Terry.
Yeah, Dave Byron, he says he still wants to show me that Michael Kelly telly. Yes, I would very much like to see that. I enjoy the Michael Kelly stuff. Jennifer says Canucks with guitars are the best Canucks. And do you realize our stats are going to totally skew tonight because Amanda's in the chat, my cousin Siobhan's, or our cousin, and Jennifer, and Sonia. That's 4 women in the chat. That's going to just skew the demographic right off.
Yeah.
Well, 5 women if you count that I'm good enough as 2.
You rock.
Just saying. I was invited to a Godsmack concert next weekend in the pit. Don't know about going to that.
No, you got to go to that, Sonia.
Yeah, that
Rock
sounds like a good idea.
I'll be so down for that.
Yep.
That's beyond me. I used to
you're
play in a
good.
band that sounded just like Godsmack, and I wasn't dumb enough to get our own pit, so.
All right. So is R2 ready to be presented?
Oh, hang on. Well, considering I don't see him, I see him muted and his camera off.
Yeah, I think he's still.
I'm gonna go with. I was gonna say no, Bruce.
Yeah,
He's probably
go
sitting there.
down to the vault.
No, he's still he's jamming. He plugged in and was like, "I can't hold on. Don't wait."
Yeah.
He's like halfway through a song right now. He's just jamming out.
Oh, shit. I forgot we're live.
See, that was-
And then he drops the S-bomb.
He totally did.
Wow.
S's all over.
And I was worried about me and JJ.
Yeah.
I knew what R2 was doing.
Michael Smith has a question while he's doing that. He said, Michael Smith says, if you had all the money in the world, what would be the dream guitar that you would buy?
Well,
That's a good question.
if I want to be a dick, I want then somehow if I buy any friend just to show it off to all you guys. I'll be like, all you guys with your replicas, here's the real deal.
Yeah. Huh.
And yes, I gig with it.
I'll get that. I'll get that
Peter
Peter Green Les Paul, man, that Kirk Hammett's got. That would be mine.
Nice.
I'd buy whatever
How
my
about you,
brother
Bruce?
wanted.
That's a hard question.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to mull that over a little bit. I'm gonna have to roll that around in my brain. It's a tough one.
How about you, JJ?
I said the.
Oh no, you said the Peter Green.
Peter Green Les Paul Kirk Hammett has.
That yeah.
Sorry,
See,
how about
that
you,
sounds
R2?
good too,
I
but-
heard he paid like multi-millions for that guitar.
Really?
Like 5 something.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different numbers thrown around, but apparently he got rid of a lot of stuff to get that guitar.
What, the Peter
Wow.
Green Les Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Green, something else too himself, but
Wow.
honestly, it might end up being a pricey Strat. Honestly,
So then you want David Gilmour's number 1.
that
Strat.
sounds. Yeah, there you go. That might do it.
See? There you go.
That sounds like I don't know.
Now we'll let is R2 still there? Or his camera's off.
It's probably the same guitar R2 would take.
Yeah. Is R2's camera working right now, or is it off, or am I just delayed?
No, you're good.
You can make your answer and then show off the beautiful guitar too.
What's the question again? What you guys? What were you asking?
Michael Smith. Sorry.
If you had all the money in the world, which guitar would you get?
Oh. I'll try to buy Steve Vai's original Evo.
Ooh,
the Ibanez.
Good call.
Yeah, but he wouldn't give it up. But if I had a lot of money, I'd probably offer it to him.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, here's $1 billion, you know.
Look how much music he made on that guitar, man. That would be so nice to own. Ooh.
True.
But yeah, man, here's number 6.
Oh, dang.
Ooh, number 6. I got to show the number there.
Of course.
All right. Here's the headstock. This is 2005. This is shortly right after Dimebag passed away.
Oh, the tribute one. Nice.
Yeah, I like that. It's fancy.
This is the Dean tribute, but this is the limited edition.
Oh, yeah, the fret markers are like the headstock. I love it.
Wow.
This is the Rust guitar. They commissioned this guy to paint the paint job to look like it metal rusting.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's an axe, buddy.
That's funny.
Kind of reminds me of the AC/DC album cover.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Very racist.
That's a DiMarzio Super Distortion neck and a Seymour Duncan Razorback, or I'm sorry, a Dimebucker.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a set neck, mahogany body, mahogany neck. It has it's supposed to have like a Dimebag signature back there.
And welcome, Terry.
Yeah, you can see it. All right, thanks.
Oh, that's nice.
Terry.
It's the giant headstock, dude.
And I think I see the best.
Can I see that neck
line
again?
in
the back of the neck. What is that? Is it
back of the neck?
Yeah. Is it polyurethane or what? What is that?
Yeah, finished neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all painted.
It's to match the whole. Yeah, that's nice though. I like it.
So we got some good answers in the chat for the guitar question. I see Sonia like an original new gem. Cheddar wins the chat. I get a real 60, 58, 59, 57 Les Pauls and compare them to the RO, R9, R8, and R7s.
Cheddar. Nice. Cheddar's a thinker.
Michael Bishop, Bernie Marsden's 1959 Les Paul, the Beast. That's an animal as well.
Yeah,
that's a monster.
Absolute Mayhem wants to know if I got my tetanus shot before I picked up this guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, this thing plays like a dream. If I would have known, it feels like stainless steel frets on these things. I know they're probably nickel silver, but they feel so smooth. Ebony fretboard.
Yeah.
Nice bad boy.
And Dave Byron says an 1884 Antonio Torres classical guitar I would buy. It's only 14 grand in mint condition. That's actually not a bad price considering that, it's 125 years old.
And mint to boot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just as long as it isn't a Esteban classical guitar for $14,000.
The Esteban. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and if I miss something in the chat, guys, and it's been a couple of minutes, say it again because I can't scroll back in the chat for some reason. It's not behaving. Doesn't want to be my friend.
Behaving.
There's a slow command you can put in that the chat will only go, scroll slow instead of quick.
Right.
Oh, instead of skipping, that's what it looks like it does. Most of the time, just skips.
Especially when you have about 50 people all at once type. Because I noticed that when doing the modding, and I'll be like when the Tone King was like,
yeah,
everybody tell me from where you're from, and it's just like, And it's like, oh my God, it's like 100 responses. And it's like, okay, just give it a second. And then eventually it slows down.
Oh, I know a few chats that just rock. They just move. You know, Robert Baker's one of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes
his was live the other night, and it wasn't bad at all. But then again, he wasn't playing, and it was really nice to actually do a live Q&A with Robert Baker.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Yeah. Of course, right? No.
Yeah, he answered a bunch of my questions. So
yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, he's a real good guy.
Sonia says she'd want one of the original gems.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just give an update. Fender Guru asked how my mom was doing. She's tired and sore and still recovering from the whole ordeal of having to go various places and whatnot, but all the tests have came back good. She's just tired, and it's probably going to take her like a week or whatever to get her energy back.
Right. Well, that's still good. Yeah. Speedy recovery.
Good to hear, man.
Yeah.
Sending vibes that way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. She's
Guitar Hack says Phil McKnight's chat's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, Philip's chat. I still remember when Philip was doing it, and I said, "Philip, if you want someone to help you mod, I'll do it." And next thing you know, it's like I'm mod, and it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, his Robert, yeah, the worst one out of all the ones that I have mod access to was Robert's. Robert's side chat was horrendous for the amount of spamming and people talking crap and everything else. And I was just like, Robert, what the hell are you doing letting all these people talk like this? People were talking, you know, come look at my channel, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you know, like, dude, you can't be allowing this to happen. I know he's nice and everything else, but there's a point when you have to stop being nice.
Yeah. Absolute Mayhem's headed out. He says, bye, guys. Beer drinking invitation. Later, Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Catch the end on replay. Yeah. There's a soundtrack for like a week. He knows how these roundtables can go.
Actually, I was gone out last night to my friend's about 5 blocks away to his campfire. So I got to have a Sleeman Cream Ale.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice to not actually be at the computer and, you know, playing games.
Yeah, I noticed you were absent on a couple of streams I was jumped into. And I was just like, okay, you know. I forget what it was. It was during Cheddar's show, I think it was. And it was something. Because there was like one comment. And it was just like, it was like myself and R2 were modding for him. And there was one comment, and it was one of those ones, you don't know if it was a bad comment or not. Like, it's just someone's got a poor sense of humor. And he ended up reading it, and I totally missed it because I was getting some text messages at the time. Actually, I think I was chatting with Travis about ordering custom guitars. So, yeah, I was a little distracted, Cheddar. I'm sorry. Because it's like, hey, man, do you want this? I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I've said for a lot of times. To a lot of people in various social apps or whatever, like YouTube, Twitter, like you name it. And it's basically at the end of the day, you have to watch how you put your text because it can be so miscued by people. It's not funny if you don't make it sound a certain way. I've had that with some people I've talked to, and they're like, you know, what? You're saying something offensive to me? And I said, no. I'm giving you a compliment. I'm not telling you, oh, you don't look this way or whatever, you know. So the more times you can be descriptive in your text, it's a lot easier for people to understand it.
Same here, Cheddar. Same here.
Yeah. And that's it, Cheddar. I mean, it really
and it also depends on if it's opinion, right? Like if, you know, like someone's like, hey, Metal Zone is the best pedal in the world, you know, prove me wrong. Well, you know, are they saying that just to start an argument, or are they just generally feel that that's what they use to get their tone, right? And you got to elaborate a little bit, and then if they're just being a jerk, then all right, see ya.
Yeah,
go hang out on someone else's channel.
It's like I said, when somebody posts a comment, like I know in how it is with Philip and other people, you know, sometimes it's hard to get your one line of a question into somebody. But I mean, like, you can only tolerate it being inputted so much. So like, even like when I do mod, it's like I give probably someone 4-5 times they post it. But if they keep posting it and they keep posting it too frequently, then I will time them out. And then it was like the one person one person got an attitude because I like timed him out and he never came back into the chat. And it was just simply timed him out. You know, I gave him a chance to still be around. He still could have asked or still could have commented. But, you know, a lot of these people, they just instantly think it's, oh, I'm banned and this mod's an a-hole and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
right.
Doing all the modding that I've done over voice chats, like Ventrilo servers way back in the day when I was gaming in the early 2000s and that with people and forums and so forth, you know, being a mod, while, you know, it's great and it helps out people, it's also one of the crappiest things to be and do.
Yeah.
Because
I just want to give a shout out here. I see Jay Steen has joined us. Man, I haven't seen that name in a while. Long time no see, brother.
Shane's in here.
Shane
from In the Blues.
Going, Shane?
Yeah, great show with Cheddar yesterday. You and Dr. Rick on Cheddar's channel. You guys haven't checked it out. Cool little hangout. They talked about all kinds of stuff. A lot of good blues talk. Which
I hated missing it, but you know.
Yes. Well, I did give when you had texted me. I did pass along to Cheddar. I'm not sure if he saw it or not, but I just said,
I appreciate it. Thank you, because
he's having date night, so
yeah.
And I said you were going to catch the replay, so
yes.
Yeah, I caught about 20 minutes of that. So I mean, it's good. And you know, that's the other hardest problem too with the YouTube and like before in like another previous circle of YouTubers I was involved with and knew and so forth is you get all these hundreds or even thousands of subs. It's very hard to actually go and watch somebody's stream when they post something. You know, you almost kind of have to be selective or, you know, mix it up or whatever. Because, I mean, otherwise you'd be sitting there for days going, click, click, click.
Yeah. Yeah, Fender Guru says, I think it's cool to have a robust point of view, argue your point of view, but do it with respect. For sure, for sure. You know, we all have opinions on stuff, so, and that's fine. And I always appreciate a good debate. It's just, don't be a jerk about it. And
yeah,
there's nice ways to, and the same as like people like, oh, you'll always have trolls, you always have these keyboard warriors. You know, why bother doing something about it? Well, I try to maintain a positive attitude, and you know, if you don't, then who will? You know, like if I'm the one guy in the crowd that's Mr. Happy and nice, and well, there you go. I'm the one guy, so be it. But if I affect a couple of people immediately around me, you know, it's a domino effect. You know, I don't see the point of being mean and cruel.
There is, you know, there is a large section of YouTube that is definitely troll hater types. You know, I still happen to have one fan still going on my channel and commenting. And, you know, at the same time, he's also part of a group of folks that view using YouTube for the negative aspects. And, you know, definitely when there can be more people that are positive, like you said, Ben, that are more, you know, giving positive thoughts, positive, you know, energy and so forth and so forth. When YouTube is like that, it's great. When it's the other side of things, it makes it one of the worst places to be, and it makes it very easy for somebody to quit being on YouTube or go to another social media site to do all the same stuff.
Yeah. And Guitar Hack says that's why he's reluctant to do a live stream. But hey, buddy, like when you decide if and when you want to go live, you know, we talk. You know, they make sure you have a moderator too, because I notice a lot of times all you have to do is have some wrenches in the chat, and you'll never see the comments in the first place because they're like, "What's the point? I'm just going to get timed out, banned, whatever."
Yeah.
But when they see a sea of gray, they see that's easy pickings.
Yeah, honestly, I've said it before, but I haven't done a video saying it. To me, I think when you start doing these live hangouts and everything else, I think you should basically have at least 3 mods. If you have one person that's around, you know, the majority of the time, you know they're going to be around, you know, that's great. But it definitely doesn't hurt to have the 2 or 3, maybe even a 4th that, you know, is going to be around in the background in case the first person isn't necessarily there.
Agreed.
Yep. And yeah, like I've given out, I think I have about a dozen mods on this channel, and part of it is because of money. You know, like if I go on midday, R2's at work, JJ's still asleep, but Bruce, chances are he's going to jump in.
Let me get my bearings on what time. I think I mentioned before, I'm a freaking insomniac, dude. I don't even know what sleep is.
Yeah, brother.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think he does sleep, man.
Yeah.
What is sleep?
I couldn't resist. Couldn't resist.
Well, yeah, of course.
But I know what you're saying. You want to spread them out so that certain people that are not going to be on or be able to catch it, you'll have other people.
Like Simon Williams in the UK, because he always tunes in when I go live during the day because it's evening for him, right?
Right.
The same as if I'm on late at night, you know, JJ could be there or Johnny, you know, someone on the West Coast.
See, that's what Andrew does on Fender Guru. He has me as a moderator and Simon Williams. And of course, Simon Williams is going to be there because it's more convenient for him. It's a better time frame for him.
Sure. They're like, Fender Guru's like 2 weeks ahead in a different year.
That's hilarious.
2023 or something.
Yes, he sees the future, man.
Got all the new EVH guitars and stuff.
Yep.
He's in here. I see him.
It seems like I have lots of motivation and super excited to play and talk gear with everyone. Your channel is going to get big. Well, thank you. And yeah, I love talking gear. You know, like that's one of the reasons I started the channel was, you know, how often you're watching a live stream and, you know, you have a percentage of people in the chat or interacting, but then there's a bunch of us that are even having our own sub conversations, just talking gear.
Man, he nailed it. It's getting inspired to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's. Sometimes I'm watching shows and I just have to, and I'll disappear from the chat. I just get lost playing guitar because it's crazy, man.
Yep. Well, I remember that. What was it? One of the hangouts last week. You had messaged me after Jay, and you're like, "I was in and out of the chat. I just kept getting inspired to play." And I'm like, "Dude, nothing wrong with that."
I was doing that on Cheddar's channel. I was watching, listening, and just jamming.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Quentin, James says I couldn't be a mod.
Questions from the chat? I haven't seen anything really. And yes, Mountain Time as well.
Anyone in the chat got any new gear? Tell us what you got, man.
Yeah.
Anyone got any P90s? Everyone needs to try P90s. They're mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah. I love P90s.
Good question, JJ.
All my guitars, all my tones, man. I tell you, the P90s, just the stock Gibson P90s, they'll cut through any mix, and you just get that clarity in the notes, and they're thick and fat. Whether it's cleans, you know, slight gain on them or heavy gain. P90s, man. Anyone who hasn't tried them, you just got to go find your local store, plug in someone with P90s, even just cheaper quality guitars, and you'll hear that in between humbucker and single coil tone. It's mental.
Yeah, I still remember watching. There was a video posted from, was it last summer? George.
See you, Michael Holder.
And
Michael Holder says, "Great show, guys. Got some work to do. See you next time." Sorry to interrupt, Terry. Just wanted to give him a shout out. So yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, and it was George Lynch, and he was playing some festival in the summer, I think, in Texas. And he was playing an LP Junior P90, and oh my God, for those 20 minutes, it was just insane.
Oh yeah,
tones he was getting, he was doing everything from clean to just nuts. But yeah, I agree.
they're noisy pickups, but if you can control that noise and feedback and everything, they're great. They're great. JJ knows what I'm talking about.
What's noise when you're playing high gain? You know what I mean? As long as you can mute between moments, you know what I mean? Or dude,
exactly.
It's something
That's
else.
what noise gates are for.
Exactly.
I'm not big on gates, to be honest with you. They are a bit of a tone suck to me, noise gates.
Yeah, I find you do compress your tone, but I compensate for it, right?
Volume knobs or some kind of mute switch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's me. I've always suffered with gates. Could never get them quite where I wanted them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess it's on one style of music.
Let that through.
There it is.
Yeah, I just use the ISP decimeter. That's like the only noise gate pedal that I've learned to be just transparent. But I know what you're saying. Sometimes you play amps that you just don't want to use anything in front of it. Just straight through.
Yeah. And I find I use a noise gate sometimes not even as a noise gate, but I use it as a mild compressor.
Yeah, as an effect. More as an effect.
Yeah. Fender Guru wants the EVH chorus pedal. Yeah.
Oh, I think everybody wants that right now. That's the must-have.
Yeah.
They had that at Gearfest, I think, or was it the? Isn't that the one they had at Gearfest?
I didn't see the new chorus at Gearfest.
Was it the new one or what? It was sitting over near the reverb. Something. Maybe it wasn't the chorus.
No, because they announced it the next week at Summer NAMM.
Okay, yeah, it was. That wasn't it. It was the. That's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to have to look that up at some point because it's going to drive me crazy until.
It was from MXR?
No. I might as well look it up now, or else I'm just going to be like.
You're going to get so nuts.
Yeah, it's going to make me upset.
It's going to be 3 a.m. He's lying awake in bed. What was that chorus?
I'm going to be shaking.
And we're all going to get the text.
I got it! The electro-harmonics!
Yep. It was a small clone. And it looks like nobody's a fan of noise gates. Yeah, they're a necessary evil, depending on the tone you use. Hey, Jimmy T.
Hey, Jimmy T.
We're definitely global here. Gee. At New Zealand, Australia, US, Canada. Well, that's 4 countries anyways.
I'll tell you one thing, though. When I had the pedal board going with all the pedals, the boss with the buffer that, because all the boss pedals have a built-in buffer in them.
Yep.
So I used it more as a buffer, and I'd place it, and it would really work.
Oh,
it would bring all that tone suck, all the treble loss would come back up.
Push it forward, yeah.
In different places, yeah.
I generally will run a boss pedal at the end of my signal chain regardless, just for that reason, just to bring everything back up to line level.
Johnny's still on here.
I wore my Niners shirt, Johnny.
Johnny's on.
Johnny Beane's a 49ers fan like me.
Was it you, R2, that said MXR?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it was.
And I fully agree with Dave Byron.
I think it was.
Bruce will agree too.
What's that?
Yeah, Dave Byron says, "Hey guys, since Ingwe was at Gearfest, wouldn't it have been cool if he could do an all acoustic show? Much easier on the ears."
Oh yeah, I would have sat through that. Man,
Dude, why didn't someone just? I mean, how wrong could that go? Why didn't someone just say something, man? It's nuts. He wouldn't have wanted that to happen.
Because Ingve doesn't read lips, man.
Yeah, but someone should have walked up to the sound man and went, "Dude, what are you doing? Was it purely stage volume, or was it the sound guy?"
They had a backing track and him through the PA, but the stage volume was so high it was actually coming over the PA system.
Yeah,
like
his marshals were just blasting through.
I think
I'd have been in someone's face, man.
Yeah, I wish I had a decibel meter. I really do.
Oh.
That was the loudest.
If you look back at YouTube videos that people posted about that, if you guys were way back there's some individuals that looked like they were in the maybe 7th row,
Oh yeah.
And the minute he went live, all you hear is. I'm like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
Just the speakers just farting, man. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, talk about clipping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, total clip.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, we have a question for the panel. Ooh, I like this. Here's a question. What are the bare essential pedals you all need to gig?
Overdrive and delay. Done.
Well, that would be interesting.
Boost, overdrive, and delay.
Amanda.
And a tuner.
I'm going with R2 on
And a tuner. Yeah. So you got to say 3 pedals.
That's it.
Overdrive, boost.
If you've got an amp with clean and distorted, you don't necessarily need an overdrive pedal.
Right.
You know.
I just want it for the boost. I want a boost.
A delay. Yeah. But a delay is essential.
Yeah, a delay. And I always play through an amp with reverb because I like reverb and
right.
delay.
Sometimes amps are built with reverb, but if you have a delay, tuner, there you go. Quentin James got it. Tuner, TS9 or TS808, and a delay.
I may
right on, man.
So I
was gonna say I may want some modulation of some
kind of modulation. I use the phaser. There you go.
Yeah, phaser or chorus. Yeah,
I'd go chorus.
I use a chorus more often than phase these days.
But they're all amazing. You need one of everything. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Or you'll never know. You'll never know otherwise.
What you need is the new pedal board that JJ has. That's what you need.
Well,
what's that? The Helix?
Yeah.
Yeah. JJ's like, I only need one pedal. It's called a Helix.
It still blows my mind every day in the Helix community. I mean, it's blowing everyone's mind. Anyone who gets involved with it generally doesn't walk away. They're like, here we go, man. What on earth has happened? And it's still mind blowing.
It's called acquisition by Yamaha and putting Yamaha technology behind it. That's what it is.
Well, Yamaha does own Line 6, don't they? Yeah.
Line 6 nailed it. Yamaha are just jumping on the bandwagon now, and they're going to, they're taking it.
Doesn't Yamaha own Line 6?
Well, they own
Yamaha bought.
Yeah.
Yamaha bought Line 6 years ago.
There you go. Can anybody picture Dave Byron with that? I think Dave Byron says the Helix is cool. I can picture Dave Byron totally gigging with that thing. Yeah, I think he would have all his tones on it. But he's got his stuff down with the loopers and stuff.
He doesn't need to budge from where he's at. His tone's incredible.
He's good.
Yeah,
that's his thing.
The way his systems work with backing tracks, and he works his amp. Hey, Dave, no worries, dude. You're on a roll. And that singer of yours, he was on fire last night, man. I'm telling you, on fire.
Yeah.
And you will too.
Got a couple things here. Apparently, Jay Steen was at Gearfest, Bruce. He didn't even stop by and say hi.
Oh, Jay, man.
He said he loved the MXR Dunlop booth. They gave him a free patch cable, and he didn't even buy anything. Very cool.
There you go.
And Michael Smith asks, he knows I'm going to NAMM next year. Is anybody else going to NAMM? And we got 35 people watching, so that's open to the chat as well as on the panel. JJ, I assume you're going to NAMM.
I'm going to NAMM, absolutely.
I thought you're not just going to drop Richie and I off each morning. No. Back here at 5 o'clock and pick him up.
You're going to have to come back, guys.
On previous NAMMs, it's like me and my buddy Joe, who obviously you know a lot of you have met before when he jumps in and creates mayhem. But we've generally met together. It starts early in the morning, like 10:30. I think doors open. I can't remember. I was generally getting there 12, 1 o'clock. But I think when you guys are here, I'm just gonna be. I'm just gonna take the week off and we'll just rock it. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
I'll do this so on. I've got to secure my ticket, but he's never let me down in 4 years, so I've got no worries with that.
Nice.
But
worst case, let me know come October.
Yeah, no worries.
I got an in, so.
Well, Dave Byron wants you to check, Ben, if the Digitech has a booth this year.
I will check that out for sure.
Mike,
Terry lost it.
I had to read that.
Oh my god. That'd be like saying, check to see if DOD has a booth.
There you go. Isn't DOD Digitech Harman?
Yeah,
company?
Harman Kardon. Yeah, thinking about it now, Harman Kardon is part of Gibson. Coincidence?
Ah, yeah. Mm.
In regards to what that other question to the panel was, if I was gigging, given the type of music that I like to play and whatnot, it would probably have to be a wah, some type of fuzz. That would be pretty much it. Guitar and amp, and use whatever is on the amp, like reverb or whatever.
And we got Mr. Joe Wentz. He says, "Good evening from the open road."
Be safe, Joe. My brother.
Yes. And Frank C says, Ben is going to Uber to NAMM. Yes. Happy anniversary, Joe and Cheryl. Yeah, Frank C says, Ben's going to Uber to NAMM, and JJ will be the Uber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but dude, it's going to be so on. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be rolling now for sure.
I got to say, every time I see the Joe Wentz Project TV, every time I see that, all I can think of is the Joe Schmo Show from Spike TV back in the day.
Johnny's got to head out. Time to walk with Howie. Rock on, everyone. See you, Johnny.
Bye, Johnny.
Good one.
Later, Johnny.
Have a good night.
And Jay Steen says, Ben, I was keeping an eye out for you guys at Gearfest. I missed you somehow. I only went Saturday. Yeah, we were all over the place, and there was a lot of people there. So I'll be back there next year. Look for me with the Connects with Guitar shirt on, at the very least.
So who in the chat is going to NAMM? Has anyone mentioned?
I haven't seen anybody mention, like, I assume Michael Smith's going, Johnny's going.
And give us a thumbs up with your thumbs up when if you're going to NAMM.
Yeah. Yeah, we assume everyone that's giving it, no, because it won't have any thumbs ups. Give us a thumbs up if you're not going to NAMM even.
You're not going to NAMM, Terry?
No, I'm landlocked because of my mom and other things.
Oh man, yeah.
So
yep, Michael Smith says he'll be there.
I don't know if I'd honestly want to go to NAMM.
Michael, you'll be there, absolutely.
I probably would be more wanting to go to like GitCon and stuff like that more so than NAMM.
Sure. I think yeah, I want to go to NAMM for both obviously to see the gear, but also from the YouTube side, not to necessarily shoot content, but create connections, right? Talk to these companies face to face. Hopefully by NAMM, I'll be working with a few other companies by then. But even like the other day, if you guys had seen it, what was that, Monday or Tuesday? Guitar Hack drove down from Toronto to come hang out, and I was lucky enough to run into Nathan Wilson. He's the sales rep for Outlaw Effects and Keeley Electronics in Canada. I didn't think I was going to see him till NAMM, but sure enough, here I am in July. It just happened he was in town for a meeting. I got to hook up with him, and we've been working together for about a month now, and things are going well. So
nice.
No, the only thing that I probably...
My sister wants to go.
Nah. I'll go sometime. Someday.
Like I said, the only thing that I would have possibly a chance to go to would be something like that. That thing at Cosmo Music.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good event. Small by comparison to... I think they had far less vendors than Gearfest, but still a fun event. And then they have the whole concert going on too, right?
Yeah.
So, definitely. And we can hang out, Terry. That's the cool part too.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, it's Michael B says he's going to be there.
Oh, cool. Right. He had mentioned that to me before.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
B. Not going to answer that one, Guru.
NAMM's about as big as it gets, man. I mean, it really is. I mean, all the conventions across the world. NAMM is the center hub of it all.
Yeah. And like Dave R says, I'd like to go to one NAMM just to say I went, but I have no plans of going.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go, JJ. Michael Smith. Wait until you meet JJ's House of Jams. What a great dude.
Yeah.
And right back at you, Michael Smith. How much fun did we have, brother?
Cheers.
It was good
Cheers.
time.
I need a second. Hang on. And Guitar Hack says he'll go to Cosmo. Yeah, I think Cosmo is going to be much different next year than this year because it was essentially just Richie and me. And just because the channel has grown that much more, that I think I could see a mini NAMM thing happening, like similar to what we'll be doing, JJ, where I'll actually have a few subscribers come out and we can hang out.
Oh, well, we will make a. I always said that to Johnny. I'm like, Johnny, we should make a meeting point where everyone can make it happen. But it is really hectic. But I think we can do that. Yeah. And anyone who's there, let's hang for a little bit,
Yeah.
We generally pop in the evenings when the show's kicking off because there's shows everywhere,
I know where the perfect In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Flat 5 Ruckus, welcome. I don't recognize that name, but welcome. Thank you. Let's see.
Michael Smith's going to get the party room. I know that. He's going to get the party room this time around, and all the Johnny Bean crew and Caleb and everyone's going to be there, and we'll have In-N-Out do the catering.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then you'll see Caleb there, and everything's all cool.
Yeah,
maybe,
for Arvin.
Maybe
Arvin
Nerd
asking
Hayden
where,
will play it.
Yes. Arvin asks where Cosmo Music is. The easiest way to get to it is if you take the 401 in from Guelph to the 404, aka Don Valley Parkway, you head north up the 404. Yeah, I think it's 404. You head north like just a few exits, and it's just off the highway, dude. It's super easy to get to.
Where are we going?
Hey, Sean.
Like Leslie and Shepherd, I want to say. That's the major intersection. Leslie and Shepherd in Toronto.
Sean
That'd
Zimmerman.
Awesome. Hey, Sean.
Hello, man.
Zimmerman, yes, sir. Rock on, brother.
How you feeling, Sean? Hope you're doing well. Frank C says, what do you think about the new Boss WL20 wireless system? I would be curious to check it out because Boss is really good at keeping things clean. Their tuner is very passive. Something else they do, their power supply is very quiet. So I'd imagine it'd probably be pretty good and not too much of a tone sucker.
That's something to do with Ardens, maybe. Does he have access to a bunch of different wireless systems, Ben?
Ardens doesn't carry Boss. They carry, let's see here. EJ says Flat 5 Ruckus is just a troll like me. Oh, okay. Well, as long as he's a troll like you, EJ. That's the kind of trolls I like.
Yeah.
Let me think. Ardens carries some EV stuff. Electro Voice wireless systems. Samsung.
What about Line 6? Line 6 has a good system out.
Yeah,
they don't carry Line 6. They were thinking about Line 6, but no.
That's what Ryan Bruce uses. Is actually the Line 6 wireless.
Yeah. A while back, Pete Thorne did a pretty good review on one of the Line 6 systems.
That's what I was saying,
Michael.
Line 6, when you're talking about 10 years ago, really didn't have much that was good. Then when you're talking about, like I said, when Yamaha came into play, that's when a lot of things for the company turned around. The amps kind of, like there's one or two of the amps that are still good, but exactly everything with the Helix, like any of the effects type stuff, or like the pod is another example of another device that was nothing like the amps. It had no negativity whatsoever. It was popular and it was good for what it was. So that's where, like I said, when it comes to the amp stuff from Line 6, I'm not the biggest fan. But when you talk about everything else beyond that, what Line 6 offers, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got the Guitar Pit joining Us? Hey.
Terry, go to the next Metallica show. They're using Helix now, and listen to that front of house sound, dude.
Yeah.
That's
and
all.
JJ, that one that we were having, you were talking about, where I was asking you if you're able to run the Helix into the effects loop and use your head as the power amp. Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
You use the power amp section of your head.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Send it to front of house, send it to an amp, send it to an FR monitor. You could have 3 different outs, 4 different outs. Incredible, man. You know, Metallica, one of the biggest shows in the world, one of the biggest live shows in the world. Are they going to risk reliability and tone at a show that has invested millions of dollars? You know,
exactly.
It's mind blowing.
I see that. Thank you very much, Flat 5 Ruckus.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going to blow up, man. It's going to blow up, JJ, with the Metallica when it comes to the heavy metal community.
Explain one thing on Helix which makes them different. Now that like axe effects and things like that, when you switch between channels and switch between tones, there's going to be a lag in between. And people work with that lag, right? And that's what made Metallica shift over.
Right.
Is because Helix, they use something called snapshots. So within a patch, you have all of your assigned effects and whatever else. You're no longer switching between patches, you're switching between snapshots. So there's no lag. That's why Metallica switched. When you go from clean to dirty or clean to dirty with effects or that effect, any button you press, there's no lag. And it's only a minute lag, but people hear it, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, and I know what Terry's talking about. I think because we're so used to hearing the Line 6 from the 2000s, the pod and so forth, and all those amps.
I was talking to Adam and Jim Gibb the other day, same deal. You know, we're in 2019, dude. We're not in the, it's crazy. Now, I've got Diesel here, my Laser Boogie. I can dial in the same tones on my Helix and either go through the power amp of them and switch in between. And I'm preferring my tones out of my Helix.
Yeah, that's wild.
Especially the convenience of it.
I'm just telling you what's up. That's how you know, my buddy with it, you know, he sold his original Fender Bassman. He's into those tones, the more bluesy and you know,
I'm just gonna interrupt you for a sec here, JJ.
Yeah.
My cousin Doug's heading out, so I just want to say have a good eve, bud. And he says not to watch the race, and okay, thank you.
Rock on, brother.
We'll talk soon, brother. And sorry, JJ, go ahead. I just want to give him a shout out.
No, my buddy, you know, I'm into high gain and other tones. I play blues, I play other tones. I love my cleans, but my friend, he's about bassman tone and edge of breakup. He sold his bassman when he got his Helix and dialed in comparative tones. He sold his bassman, his original bassman. You know.
Wow.
And he's loving it.
You're going to get it firsthand there, Ben. You're going to listen to that right up there, right up front.
You'll hear it right out. You're going to everything here. You're going to hear it all, and you'll.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, I'm buying.
And I love the fact that you can use your effects too, JJ.
We'll be at NAMM at the line 6 booth, dude.
Yeah.
To the person in chat that asked,
I still have my amps, and I love my amps, and I'm a tube god. I love my tubes. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah, man.
This is simplicity. If I ever get gigging again, I mean, dude, it's right there.
What you got there for us, Terry?
Oh, I was just saying, somebody was asking in the chat when Yamaha bought Line 6. Here's the official press release, December 20th of 2013.
Wow. I didn't Yamaha. Dude, you totally got me wrong there, Terry, because I thought that they just got involved.
Wow, so it's 2013. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Involvement created the Helix, basically.
Well, hoots to Yamaha, man, for bringing them into the next decade, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's going to go into 2020, man.
I work on boats, man, and the best motors you can get out there are Yamahas. Anything Yamaha I've ever touched are incredible.
Yeah.
Their 70s acoustic guitars are some of the most incredible guitars you'll ever hear.
Oh, yeah.
You'll pick them up for $300, a 1977 Yamaha acoustic. And it's incredible. Oh, man. Yeah, Yamaha are kind of like, they lie underneath, but anything they touch and they're in so many different industries.
Yeah,
it's just pure quality.
That's why that Yamaha Pacifica is so underrated, man. That was an extra,
the
original instrument.
The original Pacifica, top.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah.
All right. We have a question from the chat here. It says, I have a question for you guys. I'm a Dave RS. I'm a bedroom player mostly. I'm toying with the idea of getting a Kemper and dumping most of my amps. Have you guys used Kemper? What is your take on them? I have not. I'm still the guy playing pedals through a tube amp myself, although it does intrigue me a lot. You guys played with a Kemper at all?
Anyone else?
There's my Kemper.
Yeah. Terry's got a
I have tubes.
TV
VIP 3 years plus now I've had it.
I would say if you're going to go that route of the whole modeling amp sim, I heard the Kemper is better than the Axe FX.
Guitar Hack tubes.
Quite honestly, sorry, JG. Go ahead.
I played for a Kemper. A Kemper is absolutely incredible. The tones you will hear, and it's all about. I don't think you're going to get a Kemper and create your own tones and model your own amps and copy them, because then you're getting into miking positions and getting totally anal about it all again. You're going to be downloading patches from the internet that other people have created, which will blow your mind. So any of these modeling things are mind-blowing. The thing for me that from Kemper to Helix is the versatility. The simplicity of how it works. It's like when you get your phones now, your iPhone, you're barely touching what that phone can do. And that's what it is with the Kemper. If you get a Helix, within a month, you will have that thing dialed in and you will know it. Every single aspect of it, 100%. A Kemper, you'll be at like 10% of what it's capable of. So it's down to your brain, how much you want to get into that side of it. Helix is simple, dude.
That's what I was going to say, is like what JJ was saying. If you're actually going to go that route, I honestly think getting a Helix XT is better than probably getting an XFX.
Especially for a bedroom player, right?
Yeah, and I mean, the whole thing with the Helix is those guys did a lot like what PV did with the Viper Pro. They actually went and got the actual effect or got the actual amp and modeled it. So even though maybe you don't have the range of what you can do with, say, like with the Kemper, the fact though with the Helix, there's still so much crap coming out for it, and it's like JJ said, also in a sense too. You might think it's not there. Go look on Yamaha's site for the Helix, and somebody might have a dialed-in patch to replicate that.
Well, here's one thing with Yamaha as well. They're so on top of their game. And, you know, one thing with Kemper that Helix doesn't do is model an amp. So if I had a Kemper, I could get my diesel, and model all its tones. But Helix, and this is the word, Helix have a mic input. And they said, and Yamaha, these companies are always a couple of years ahead of the game. And the difference between the Helix Floor and the Helix LT is that mic input. There's a couple of other differences, but the main thing is that mic input. And they say that will be related. So probably within a year with all the updates, we'll probably be use the Helix to actually model like the Kemper does.
Right.
Yep.
So just bear that in mind. That's rumors.
And we got a question from Michael Smith. Speaking of Yamaha, what Yamaha amp do you think is the best? I've only played through a couple of Yamaha amps myself. I thought they were decent sounding. Honestly, I don't remember what they were.
I really
have much experience.
Little guys, the little,
right,
the small ones, but I've never played through a bigger one, like one of the.
They're always known good for keyboard amps. I know that. They always made a decent keyboard amp.
They had
some good for metal too. They have some good metal amps.
Yeah.
Yamaha?
Yamaha. They got them little bedroom amps.
Well, they've got the little, like, is it the, what do they call it? The little 10 or whatever?
Yeah.
Right.
The same one that Jay has.
Yeah, it looks all metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Little,
Byron has
THCs
one
or
of those too.
something.
lunchbox. The THD 10 or something, the THR 10 or whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Yamaha, yeah.
Yeah. They're meant to be they're like secret sauce apparently of the tiny lunch. Now below the lunchbox EVHs, but the basic lunchbox amps, that Yamaha is meant to be the king.
Mm-hmm.
THR 100, 10 watt.
Yeah, that's it.
The 10X. There's like a 10X, the metal one. That's the one at Cameron Cooper. I don't know if you guys have heard of Cameron Cooper.
Cameron, rock on, Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron Cooper can rip on that Yamaha. Man.
He gets full Van Halen tone, didn't he? Full Van Halen tone out of that thing.
Yeah.
They got, I'm on the actual page here.
That's the one that Mitch Heyman plays too.
Yeah. Yep.
And Jay Hannon.
Yep.
Jay Hannon. Yeah, but I think he plays the one, not the X. The X is more a little bit high gain. I think there's one below it. The C.
Okay.
I think it's the 10C.
Yeah, Frank C just said the THR 10C is what Jay has.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
JC Smith is here.
Yeah, I saw that. Howdy, folks.
Hey,
What's
JC.
shaking and corrupting Amanda with all this gearhead chatter? Well, we're trying.
Yeah, so there's THR 10.
Yeah,
That's the one.
that's the one that Jay Hannon has.
THR
10C.
10C, THR 10X, which is
That's
extreme.
the one I want to get.
Those are modeling, aren't they? The 10s?
Yeah.
I thought they were all modeling.
Yeah, it's their own little take
I
on
thought
what
I
a.
thought all of them were modeling amps.
They
There's different
kind of are.
Various effects.
Yeah, yeah.
Utilizing advanced modeling technologies developed by Yamaha.
Yeah, all modeling
Sold.
amps.
I'm buying one. I got to get one of those, man.
THR
Headphone
5A
I'll buy one of those.
and
Do
THR
a comparison against your 50 your 6505 there are too.
Oh,
I tell you,
yeah.
you'd be mind blown if you mic'd them up, and you'd be mind blown.
Now, if you're talking about Yamaha amps,
I'd have to try that, but I don't know.
this got a lot of big positive reviews. This THR.
THR head?
Yeah.
Huh.
Whoa.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Let's see that again.
Yamaha's taking
Gas
over.
is kicking in. Gas is kicking in, everybody.
It's got dual amp functionality, amp types, solid, clean, crunch, lead, modern, tube type EL34, 6L6.
Oh, wow.
KT88, EL84, 6V6. Effects,
Oh, wow. Look at the two
booster,
types.
reverb, noise gate, effects loop, speaker,
Oh,
simulation,
Yamaha killed it on this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
and
We haven't
rated
got the
power.
price yet. We haven't got the price.
They're about 600 or 700.
What?
Half the price of a Helix. You could almost get an LT for that.
Wow.
Wow.
The 100H, no, that's THR 100H. There's the single one, single channel.
Oh, wow.
I always wonder if that would happen, man. There's going to be a time where these young guys are playing guitar, they're going to look at tubes like, what's that? Everything is going to just...
Well, that's kind of what Vox has done with those nanotubes
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, I think Vox is just getting ahead of the game because the way the environmental laws are in Europe, everything has to be so,
That's
low
wild.
power.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, that's the problem with the tube amp is it takes to power a 100 watt amp, you need 400 watts of electricity, and that's so inefficient that you're going to see where Europe they just won't be able to sell tube amplifiers, and it'll just be a secondary market.
Well, the other thing is, sorry, go ahead, G.
There's a lot of issues. I mean, we heard about it about a year ago where they were talking about issues with manufacturing tubes because of the environmental problems. That's why most of the tubes are made in Russia, because they don't give an S about it. And China, where are all our tubes coming from? China and Russia. They don't give an S about the environment. But finally, what's happening is these other countries are like, okay, you're going to manufacture them and kill the environment, but we're to import are disappearing.
Right.
They're very your tone talk. Listen to what Dave Friedman talks about. How many tubes he has to buy to get batches that are actually good and functionable and will last the warranty.
Yeah.
They will last the warranty.
What? There's only been
he was having issues with the EL34s.
Yeah.
Nightmares, not issues. Nightmares.
Wow.
Yeah. Having big artists return their amps after they're using it, like even after a day.
He needs to sell an amp and have tubes in there that are gonna.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem. Like for the last 15 or more years, there's only been 3 tube manufacturers in the world. There's a tube factory in Russia. There's one in the former Yugoslavia, and then there's one in China, and that's it. It's been that way for ages.
It is, yeah. But now we're getting the custom tube companies opening up.
Yeah, but even then, I think honestly, they're just buying the same stuff. You know, like the Mesa Boogie tubes. Mesa Boogie doesn't make tubes. They buy tubes out of China. They test them. They find a good matching pair. They put them together. They put their sticker on it and charge twice as much.
Right. They buy
coming out the same factories, dude. Same factories.
There you go. For those that are curious about the price on the THR 100H Dual, $799 at Sweetwater.
Or $34 a month for 24 months with the Sweetwater.
And I guarantee you that thing.
That was pretty good. Operators are standing by.
Get your security card
right now on a Sunday. They're actually standing by right now on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Who's in?
Yeah. You'll interrupt them watching us, right?
Yeah, right.
It's like I was waiting on this call.
We're live here on Ben Combs Hangout. We would like to get.
Oh crap, Ben! Yeah, okay, yeah, I saw him at Gearfest.
I bet you the thing's sick though. I bet it sounds killer.
Oh yeah.
Now that's just an amp head. That's a power amp and preamp. Right into it.
Dave Byron said he's got his Yamaha THR 10C for $99.
Wow.
Nice, Dave.
Dang.
New or used? There's the question.
For that price, who cares?
Oh yeah, I mean it's the same thing. Like when Ben said that he got his VIP 2 for $60, it was like, are you freaking shitting me? Pardon my French. You know, that's insane.
Beep. No.
Yeah, I let one of those go before, Terry. It's all right.
Yeah.
No, I let one to go my first time on here.
Yeah.
That's okay, but Archie actually said, so in reference to being live, no less, and he cursed saying how we're live, and I'm like, no, I can understand if you cursed that we're not live, but you're like, like what?
Well, I mean,
buddy.
the S word is not as offensive as compared to say other words.
Yeah, of course.
So
exactly, and I'm not monetized anyway, so
yeah.
It's all right. You got the mods. The moderators.
Well, now you're really going to not be
moderators
monetized.
that are doing the cursing.
I didn't time out any moms today, so we're all good.
No, they're staying out now, thankfully. So.
Oh yeah, definitely, Michael Smith. He says, Bruce, the Sweetwater card can be dangerous. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me.
Wow,
it's like the Guitar Center card, man. Same thing. They get you with it. No payments, no interest.
That's no.
And Dave Byron says he got that amp new for $100.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah,
that's a score.
They're up here in Canada. I think they're about $2. Down the States, I do think they're like more close to like $149.
Yeah, man, they rob you guys up there in Canada.
Yeah, and it might get worse.
Yeah, but they got free medical, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that. I thought you meant something else.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's coming in September. It ain't free.
No, that definitely is not free.
Not free. No.
No.
Free.
See how quickly I woke up, everybody, JJ?
Yeah, what? Huh?
What's happening?
It's free!
And it ain't free unless you happen to know somebody or do something for it.
Or grow something.
Yeah. Turnips. That's right, turnips.
Turnips, yes.
Yes.
With a big turnip truck.
And I forgot to give a shout out earlier to Groovy Ghoulie. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, I didn't even know he was here. Hey, oh, there he is. Hey, Groovy.
Groovy Ghoulie.
Hello to everybody. Everybody here, man. Thanks
Shout
for
out
coming
to
on,
everyone.
watching us
Yeah.
chat.
36 and 33 thumbs up. You guys rock, man.
Nice, nice.
That's awesome.
Happy Sunday.
It's a good Sunday.
It's always a good. The first Sunday of the month is always a good Sunday, especially when I have the first Monday of the month off.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a long weekend here.
Neither did I.
Refill, boys.
It's like, what? Long weekend? Okay.
I didn't know I was on vacation till yesterday.
I heard about that.
Jeez.
Does that mean you're fired?
No, I just looked at my schedule and I was like, hey, I guess I don't work till Friday? Sweet.
Nice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good
Of
surprise.
hours.
Mhm.
That's like finding 20 bucks in my wallet I didn't even know I had.
Right?
I know.
No dry heat. Our minimum wage in Canada is not $40 an hour.
Oh, but I wish it was.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
I'd
big
be-
one.
States. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Isn't tight.
Comes out loose.
Let's see here. Groovy Ghoulie says he's lurking and listening while I'm still working on the wiring harness of my Les Paul. Been taking forever with no motivation with the heat. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yes, I agree, Scott. Best darn country in the world, but we get hosed on gear.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least if we have to go to the hospital to get 2 stitches, it doesn't cost us $500.
Yeah, you're not selling one of those pieces of gear to pay for stitches, right?
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking stitches.
That just drives me nuts when I think about that used down in the States. If you have to go and get something really, really minor like that we up here get for free, and I hear somebody say, yeah, it cost me $700, and I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Take
Yeah,
care.
Dave Byron has to head out. Yep, see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Later.
Have a good night.
I'm just going to turn off my camera for a moment. There we go.
Nice.
Shush you. It's been a few hours.
All right. All right.
Canucks with guitars. It's talking
That's right.
guitars.
I
Talking
think He's
Tooks.
talking to me.
There you go. A new band for you, Ben. Talking Tooks.
Talking Tooks. Took Talk.
Took talk.
Actually, Took
Awesome.
Talk.
Took Talk, yeah, that'd be a good one. Hey,
Hey, how's it
everybody.
going?
How
Hey, how's it
y'all
going?
out there, you bunch of hosers? We're here for Took Talk.
Take off, eh?
Took
Yeah,
talk here
Take
on
off,
Sunday.
eh? If you
Topic
don't like
of the
our-
day.
If you don't like your channel,
See,
don't
Terry
like our
has the
channel,
accent
take
now,
off, eh?
because-
Jeez, yeah, you
Topic
start
of
to
the
sound like
day
Dave
is-
Rion.
Pom-poms.
Dave R says to put my clothes back on. Dry Heat says I'm a smoker. I'm outside watching this. Don't want to hear about the heat. I was going to say, ET. Yeah, get vaping.
Yeah.
We'd like to start the show off, with some stubby beer bottles. And enjoying this nice Molson Canadian from these stubby beer bottles. It's great stuff, man. And if not, you're a hoser and get out of here.
Exactly.
Here.
Nice.
You guys feel like having someone else jump in? I thought so.
I'm not going to explain.
It'd be a surprise.
I can think of another funny Canadian thing from like that one Canadian movie, John Candy as the waiter. And would you like some of our famous Canadian chocolate mousse?
Uh,
I think that was the Canadian bacon movie.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Canadian bacon.
there you go. Wait a minute. What's going on? There we go.
Feel free to talk away.
Talk away.
Boot Talk. Welcome to Boot Talk, E. We're here to talk about rubber boots and boots and how good they are in the winter.
Right.
Today's topic is pom-poms and how to apply them to your toque. Rim up, rim down.
Fact or fiction? Beavers.
Here we go.
Wardrobe
Do
change.
we
Wardrobe
have
change.
Sam Squinches? Yes, we do have Sam Squinches.
I'm back.
But they're only in Sunnyvale Trailer Park.
Oh, let's see. Enjoying the awkward silence. It's like just like real life. Groovy Goalie says. And rambling.
Rambling.
This is as real as it gets, man.
There we go. I was trying to. Okay.
I'm back. I'm less sober.
Yes.
Oh, it tastes so good.
See, no holiday in the U.S. tomorrow. Got to run. Thanks for a great show. We'll catch the remainder on replay. Frank C says. Later,
What?
Frank.
No holiday.
Take care, Frank.
They need to get more civic.
Yeah, well, we got to get more creative and actually name the holiday rather than just civic holiday.
What is
civic
a
holiday?
What are you guys celebrating?
Being a
It's
civilian.
a Civic. Yeah, we're celebrating the Honda Civic. I don't know. It's literally.
I don't think
Honda
that's worth
Civic.
celebrating, really.
You
Let's
know
be
what's
honest.
funny?
No.
I used to own one of those.
Honda Civic. My last car was a '97 Honda Civic, and it was a Canadian model. You know
And
what
it
the
went
difference was?
for miles.
Well, the gear ratio was different. It was stick shift, but the gear ratio was different. The first gear was a little more, had a little more torque in it.
A little
Apparently,
faster for you?
no, it was the same, but the first gear had more torque, and so it had more horsepower, more strength in the car, if you will. I guess maybe if you were in a
More
lower gear and you had to get through snow and crap like that. I guess so. I don't know. I love the car.
No, crap.
What's the difference between metric and imperial?
Right and wrong.
I think they put the wrong transmission in here. It must be in metric and not imperial.
Look, I'm telling you, the car was fine. I mean, I liked it.
That's a great car, I bet.
Apparently, in BC tomorrow, it's BC Day. Real original.
Oh, yeah, it's BC Day. They picked a name.
Also,
BC, like the comic BC?
no, as in BC as in
That
British
would be
Columbia.
DC.
BC is in British Columbia.
I was just joking. That's
Let's see here. We got
it's a good
two
comment.
gear-related questions.
64 T-Bird's got a question.
Yeah.
He says,
hey
so I was
guys,
looking at
thoughts
that.
on-
All right, so what's
Yeah, read it off, JJ.
Okay. Hey guys, thoughts on stainless steel frets? I'm going to have a jazz guitar fretted with 6100 frets. And I'm wondering if that's just too big for an old jazz box. There you go.
I don't think so.
No.
6100? They're not that big, right?
No, they're not too big, and I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times on a jazz box, I'll go up a gauge on strings just to give it a warmer tone too. So the thicker string will offset a higher fret of any kind. As far as stainless, yeah, stainless frets and everything. And I've only ever played one stainless fretted guitar, but I get it.
And what did you think of the stainless frets?
Love them. That's why I'm getting them done in the custom Strat neck and the custom telly coming. I told them vintage stainless frets because I love my small frets and I want them to last.
Yeah, especially with small frets, you definitely would want stainless.
Oh yeah, and the vintage frets have no fret height at all. So
yeah, I would say now after doing 2 refrets and of course slashing my thumb on the last one.
Did.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, you did.
I remember hearing about
I
that.
still got a little bit of numbness or whatever in my thumb. But I would say the stainless definitely are a pain in the derriere to do, but they are definitely a much nicer fret to play on.
So they're worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you can find somebody who does it well.
That's going to be tough. That's a risk.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Also,
that's what I'm wondering where people are talking about those NYXLs.
Yeah.
They're talking about nickel
Get
silver
you up
frets. They're wearing them off.
Yeah.
I
And
heard
the
that
stainless steels are gonna have to be indestructible. So I think NYXLs would go wonderful. But JJ, you play NYXLs, right?
Not anymore. No, I did, and I mean they're obviously super pricey. That kind of moved me on a little bit. I went back to my original Slinkies and 10 to 46, and I just love Ernie balls. I always have, and I've tried so many different brands. I don't know. I've been playing them since I was like 12 years old, and I just it's just familiarity.
Yeah, that's what you're used to. That's with me, the Diodarios.
You're 10 to 46 on everything?
Oh no, various gauges.
I thought you did. Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
Depends on it all depends on the tune. If I'm E flat, it's 10 to 46, but then I might go 10 to 50, skinny bottom, heavy top as well.
I'm like you. Yeah,
I got you.
Depending on what tuning, standard tuning, 0.9s. Standard tuning 0.9s. If I go.
Nines, I'll go to E flat. I won't go lower than E flat generally with nines.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like Dave mentions here in the side chat. He said New York XLs eat nickel silver frets, and that's ultimately what it is. If the string itself has a harder core to it or harder density, it'll eat through the softer frets like nothing.
Yeah, that's just physics.
You got to be aware. I mean, you got to make sure you buy the proper string for your frets. Then, in that case, I mean, you don't want your strings to be harder than your frets, or you're going to lose fret.
You're gonna lose fret, especially if they're the Wonder frets.
You don't want to eat it alive, so
it's going to screw with your tone as well, because the NYXLs generally are brighter. They got rich harmonics. I mean, they do zing. I noticed that.
They're zing. When I play them in my Charvel, they popped.
Dude, they zing and pop. So if you had stainless frets as well, which generally are brighter, and more zingy, it might be a bit. I don't know about
it might be too
over the top. Yeah,
it might be. It might be killer. Who knows? It's all about.
It depends on what you have. You're right. Yeah, the bunch what you got running.
Just dial out some top ends.
Stainless steel frets, NYXLs, and a metal zone, mate. It's all on.
Yeah.
But getting back to what the person asked about putting it on like a jazz
with
box,
a treble boost,
I would probably definitely be looking at stainless steel. I would probably be looking at definitely jumbo or extra jumbo frets even. Considering if you're playing jazz, you're not usually looking to press down hard on notes. You're usually playing softly.
Well, it also depends.
Hand.
Are they like me where I'd play a jazz guitar, but I'm not playing jazz on it. I'm playing rockabilly on it.
Yeah.
And in that case, I want small frets because I'm going to be doing a lot of little lead arpeggios and
around
triads. Yeah.
Do you guys think about frets that much? If you like jamming out with friends and trying different guitars, do you go straight to frets or do you just automatically adjust and just play?
I play the same pretty much regardless. It's just how well I can play, right? Like definitely when I get a guitar with vintage frets, I'll play faster and easier. But
will you just play that way or will it actually bug you? These frets are too much.
It's kind of like
frets bug me.
I find it reminds me of just playing a guitar with older strings. Like, there's that initial, this sucks, but you just play through it. And within 20 seconds and the music's playing, you forget anyways, right? You just play.
See, I'm like Pete Thorne. I have to play jumbo frets.
What's that?
Jumbo.
Yeah, I like jumbos. I'm like Pete Thorne. Pete Thorne has tried different types of fret wire. Maybe it's what I'm used to. It's my fingers, man. I got big fingers.
It's
just easier for me to fret and play when I play my Fender, my '89 Japan Fender. It's got tiny vintage frets, and nothing wrong with it, man. But when I start soloing in the higher registers, I can't.
You get past.
I can't do it.
You feel crowded, right?
It feels weird for me, and for some reason, when I feel the jumbo frets, I feel like I'm at home. I can vibrato and bend a lot nicer. But that's what Pete Thorne said. He's got custom source, guitars, and he said that's it. He goes, even with stainless steel frets, he goes, I'm going back to the jumbos for stainless steel. So That's got to be interesting.
Right.
Well,
I was gonna
stainless steel
say-
jumbos.
Somebody needs
Yeah.
to scan the chat because I mean I don't know if we've
Yeah,
been
I was.
we were zoning.
Everyone's
yeah,
talking about
we got-
fret wire right now. And,
no,
and
we got
strings.
it. We got another.
Let's say
And
I'm
YXL.
on it.
There
We
you
got
go.
another question here. Jason Wade asks, "How hard is it to install pickup covers?" Got a PRS Tremonti. I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, once you take the pickup out, it's 2 drops of solder.
yeah, it's not.
You just
It's
got to
not
make
hard.
sure everything lines up with the pole pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the inherent biggest problem, because I was thinking about doing that with that SG that I got, and it was like,
And I think.
do I want to pay
mentioned that.
$50 for Gibson authorized like pickup covers? Not really.
Yeah.
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 You can do them yourself.
Yeah, and apparently, yeah, we're far enough behind the chat that both Dave R and Ruby Google come up talking about measuring the pole pieces and such.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Amanda's
good.
back.
The people in the chat are
Yeah, they're
answering
taking
each other and talking. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
But,
awesome.
Yeah, you better watch that, folks. You'll be like me. You start answering questions in the chat from guys like R2. Next thing you know, they subscribe to you, and then you start your own damn channel.
See,
But
I'm
I was
reading some of this. I've never tried the NYXLs, and you know, people keep talking about them eating up your frets. I don't want even to try them now. Like, I don't even want to try them. Like, I don't. Like, I don't
well, if you don't have stainless steel frets,
then I don't want to try them. Exactly.
you don't want to try
That's
them.
where I'm comparing them to. I go, if you had stainless steel frets, I think the NYXLs would be perfect. But like
Fine.
JJ said, they might be a little bit too bright. I don't know. I can't say anything until I actually try it.
There's rumors of
I can only
elixirs as
imagine.
well. Elixirs on acoustic guitars eat the frets as well. The elixir strings.
Elixir strings, yeah. It's just the type of material. The
See, now I put
strings.
elixirs on my acoustic
friction.
just because I play
Friction,
so rare.
metal on metal. You normally need some kind of oil, like an engine motor,
Yeah.
to have that friction to stop it eating.
You pour it.
But that's what it is. That's what it is. You got metal on metal. It's going to grind away like a file.
It's like pouring 5W30 on your fretboard before you play.
Strawberry jello.
Jeez, don't you know, Bruce? I lemon oil my fretboard with the strings on the guitar.
I do as well. Just squeeze them out the way, and I don't care.
Oh,
Hey,
I
Ben?
do.
Get
I
them
do
good
the
and
same
greasy.
thing with my that PV polish I have. I do the same thing. I just rub it right through the strings. Like I just leave. You know,
Sure.
why not?
Yeah, what's it going to do? You're putting a lubricant over a metal surface, which will prevent them from tarnishing as fast.
Look, I haven't heard any difference in tone when I do that, so I keep doing it. I don't care. You know? I'm
but
good
that's
with
because
it.
we're half deaf, right? I'm like you. We're half deaf, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know if I'm half deaf, but
No, it's like
What?
JJ said. There's a lot of people that are very anal about you have to do this specific way. You have to do this specific way, that way, and so forth and so forth. But I mean, there's a lot of people where it's like, they can put Crisco all over the keyboard, all over the fretboard, wipe it all off, be fine and happy, and don't think anything about how much is this affecting my tone or whatever. Just as long as it plays and plays good.
Right. As long as you're playing
all in
and
your
you're
hands.
creative and you're writing music, that's the key. We get
Exactly.
obsessed with tone and pedals, and as long as you're getting that tone and you're getting that pedal and that effect, as long as that inspires you to play something and create, that's what it's all about.
There you
Creating
go.
and playing.
I agree.
But I
And
was
we
gonna-
we have Dr. Mengele joining us.
Yeah.
I've seen him on Johnny's Late Show.
I'm out of here,
Yeah,
man.
no,
It's Dr.
perfect.
Mengele. Run for the
There's
hills
109 for him.
for your life.
Hey, Ben. Guitar Hack had a good question. What's the most important factor that determines whether you like or dislike a guitar?
It's immediate when you hold it. It's immediate.
Yeah.
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 Pretty
Love
much
it,
like
the get-go, man.
the amount of guitars I bought, I'll make sure it's completely in tune if I'm serious. And for me, I strum a C chord because I find that's one of the hardest chords to intonate correctly. You ever notice that? With a C chord, you really notice if the G string is intonated, and of course the G string is always the hardest one to intonate. And if it comes through and it resonates well, I'll probably buy the guitar. And all I have to do is play a C chord.
Oh wow, I go G, C to D for some reason because I guess
Yeah,
because they go
3
together
chords.
good too.
G, C, and D. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Any of you guys played those Epiphone Les Paul Juniors for like $99?
No.
Yeah, I have one.
If they would only stay in
Basically.
tune and had some kind of quality, but man, they play insane.
Really?
Yeah.
There might be 4 lined up. They're all going to feel very different. I think the frets are glued.
Epiphone, you said? Epiphone or Gibson?
No, Epiphone.
The Epiphone is super cheap. They're super cheap.
Yeah, they're
Epiphone.
like $100.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got like
special
P90 humbucker. Yeah, the special. Some of them.
Yeah,
you
there's
pick
the
up
junior and the
like
special, which is the 2 pickup version of it.
Yes, but some of them feel like magic.
Yeah.
And only these up there could stay in tune and have some stability to them. Man, the necks on those are incredible, and that's a $99 guitar. So it's all about.
And it's better than the $499 Gibson guitars.
That's funny.
And apparently Mayhem is back. And Mayhem,
Welcome back, Mayhem.
But you found this little gem for $500 Canadian. Earlier conversation regarding Ibanez, if it decides to focus.
Oh, the
not vintage, is it?
The AR?
Oh, wait a minute. You guys
where they're double cutaway jazz boxes. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So that'd be about 400 US.
Oh, one of those. Yeah, those are nice. Everybody says
they're
those are nice.
Yeah, 4 knobs. You got your 2 little micro switches. You got your main switch, so it probably has coil tap. Yeah.
Ibanez's little, guess what, Gibson? We'll still change it around and still make a better instrument.
Ibanez always got
Yes,
but getting back to what R9 was saying, and get also kind of co-answering that other thing about feel. To me, it is the neck. The neck is the most important thing on the guitar. Like
starting point right there. Before the tone, before you even strum it, you hold that guitar and it works.
Yeah.
Unplugged.
Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but unless it plays absolutely terrible, I don't care how, because I know I'm going to sand the neck. I know I'm going to give it a setup to put my setup on it. So I throw that out the window. It just has to play decent, but how does it sound not plugged in, for an electric guitar? How does it resonate? And, how's the balance? You look for the functionality because a setup is a setup. Whoop-de-doo. It's half an hour out of my time.
Well, and like I was going to say, like when R9 was saying about how he has to always play a certain set of frets. I mean, that really is the key. Your hand and how your fingers are formed and everything else. That's what makes it important of the neck profile, the neck width. Like some people, they hate those wide necks. Myself, when I had an Agile AL3010, I had the wide neck version. I was able to actually perform chords better on that neck than any other neck that I had played over the years.
Wow. And
like that fit better and it fit my fingers better. In my case, my fingers are all kind of crooked. So, it's not easy to do some chord forms.
Sure.
But, it really all comes into play. Neck profile, even if you got nitpicky about the frets, even like the stainless steel versus non-stainless steel. For some people, that really is a deal breaker.
Yeah, like for me, neck thickness trumps fret size. Especially in this day and age where everything has a jumbo fret, it seems. And I've realized I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna have to play jumbo frets on most of the guitars I own. But yeah, if I can find it and it's got a nice thin neck on it, I'm sold. Mayhem was wondering again what model that Ibanez was because he almost bought it today. Figured he'd sleep on it, and the guy who owns the shop where it has it used doesn't know what it is either. Yeah, I can't remember. Look it up on I'm sure Sean has a new one of those in stock. I can't remember for sure, but yeah. You see they retail for about 700 new, 750 maybe.
I heard
Canadian,
the 335 Epiphones are meant to be sick. I don't know if anyone plays 335s.
Yeah, Richie has an Epiphone 335. He's
they're meant to
broken the
be-
headstock off it twice, and it still plays amazing.
They're meant to be up there with the Gibsons for quality.
Oh,
and
yeah.
phone.
They are
They
the
are
one model where the smallest gap between Epiphone and Gibson is.
Right,
You know,
but-
like certain model guitars, you're like, it's night and day. But those two,
Right.
yeah,
what I
like
heard.
literally you can blindfold and you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference.
Yeah, or you would pick the Epiphone over the Gibson. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah,
It must
Yeah,
be the
'cause I was
factories
thinking
they're
about
coming
that.
out of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a Ibanez AR, which is the
I thought-
artist.
Yeah.
That's an artist. Oh, okay. A vintage model.
As soon as you
or-
said it, I see Dry Heat had just commented. It's an
Just
artist.
a second here.
Air 100 artist.
Jason
Yeah.
Hey,
Williams,
dude.
maybe an
Right, he says
AR100.
Pixie has one. If Pixie has one, freaking
Yeah.
go for it, dude.
Pixie has
Yeah.
one too, but yeah, it's the AR standard. AR
so
720.
It's a model
Is what
up from
this
that
one
because
is.
that one doesn't have the mini coil tap switches.
Yeah, it could be modified. It could be.
No, it's not
This
modified.
was-
That's a standard Ibanez thing. They do those micro
That would
switches, right?
be probably an older one then for sure.
Yeah, yeah, because now they probably just have push pull pots. I'd imagine. How you hanging in there, Amanda?
What?
How you hanging in there?
You got all choppy.
Apparently
I
not
heard
well.
No, literally all I heard was I got Anda, and I'm like, oh, that's me.
What?
Come on. Yeah, it's beauty.
But yeah,
How are you?
These
Yeah, Pixie has the vintage
So,
one
like-
that Frankie says.
yeah.
Right.
See, these are really nicely done, and that's the.
Wait a
other
minute,
thing.
who's Pixie? Just kidding.
Yeah, I like
Steve
that.
from Boston.
Steve
That's
from
That
Brooklyn.
guy from Boston, eh?
Pixie from Boston?
Yeah.
Pixie from Canada, eh?
Dude, he hates it, but it'll always be Pixie Licks, man. I've been.
He's always Pixie. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
How
know
was
why
he at
he does
NAMM? He probably was freaking out at NAMM. Everybody was probably calling him Pixie.
it. Everyone still calls him Pixie. It is what it is.
Exactly.
And then he picks Steve from Boston. It's like,
Yeah, it could be. There you go, Mayhem. It could be the AR420.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. That's probably what it is. It's 420. But yeah, I mean,
buy it then.
you want to look for those used 70s Ibanez's, man. The Les Paul lawsuit ones. They're the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's what Steve has.
Yeah, they're the kings.
Wow. We still
That
got
was
30
good.
people watching. Nice.
Scary.
Can't believe it. Yeah. Scary.
What does
thought.
Dave
Simon
Byron
Williams.
have? Doesn't Dave Byron have something like that?
No,
Doesn't he
Dave
have,
left. Dave had to get some sleep.
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's always gigging, man. Dave's always gigging.
Yeah. Well, he did 2 gigs yesterday, right? He
Yeah.
did that private party, and then he did his Saturday night gig. Like, man, 2 gigs in one day in that heat, no less, right?
He's
Wow.
a beast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He shreds it, man. He totally
He
shreds
does.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott Nickerson joined us.
Hey, Scott.
Speaking of Scott Nickerson, we have a contest going on because of Scott Nickerson.
Uh-oh.
What is it we're giving away, R2? I'm terrible at remembering stuff. I got a picture of it. There we go. Super Badass Distortion, an M75 MXR pedal. Being donated to the cause from Mr. Oh, yeah, of course it's way too bright. But here. What is it? Johnny says go real close and then back up.
Who's donating that?
Oh, well.
Scott
Scott
Nickerson.
Nickerson.
What is it?
So,
All right. Yes.
the MXR, super badass.
Did I
So
spread
to
the
enter
bug?
it, Yeah, you did, buddy. To enter the contest, all you have to do is go on to one of the previous videos or even this one. Share it on social media, and when you share it, tag me in it so I know that you shared it, and you'll be entered into the contest. The winner will be announced on Thursday, September 6th on Connects with Guitars. And yeah, we've already got a few entrants, so awesome. Because I called it the fact that on one of my Vedas, I'm like, I have nobody entered in this contest. And next thing you know, we had a few entrants.
So it's an overdrive or a distortion?
What did it say?
Distortion.
Badass distortion.
MXR
output
badass
knob,
distortion.
Bass, mid, and treble.
How do you pick the winner?
Random draw, as always. Because it's me, it's random.
Ping pong balls, like bingo style.
Yeah.
And the winner is 73.
I got an old Lotterio machine.
Lottery.
Tonight's number is winner Genyo.
Yeah, exactly. Only us in Canada would know that.
I know, everyone else is like, what are you doing? That's what happens when they put your lottery ticket in and you're a winner. Winner Genyo. That's the only reason why I know what winner is in French.
There we go.
Not to be confused with
Scott Nickerson, you
the
rock, brother.
impression.
Yeah, you do, Scott. Cheers, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Scott, every time I say hi to him, it's always cheers. So here's an official cheers.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, Scott Nickerson.
Cheers, Scott.
There you go, Scott. Cheers.
Terry's like,
Usually I
I'm
use
not
beer
drinking.
mugs.
Everybody else.
There we go. Hey!
No, just a big
Michael!
mug of coffee.
Oh, no! I recognize a bike.
Am I hallucinating, Michael?
No, you're not.
Michael Smith.
Woo! My brother from yes, sir.
What's up,
Captain.
It took me a while. I was taking care of my dog, feeding him. He's sick, as you all know, and
Yeah.
I heard a thump.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I said it on Johnny's show the other night.
Yeah.
Man, the vet gave him 2 weeks, right? As of this past Thursday, 6 weeks. So he's outlived the vet's
Sweet. That's right, man.
That's awesome, man.
by a month. Yep. And CBDs. That's what's doing it, man. I'm telling you right now. That is doing it. All the medication, the regular medication, was working, and then it kind of stopped really quick. He didn't want to eat. I started giving him this stuff. It took a couple of weeks, 2 weeks that were really hairy. And now he's, believe me, he's very sick. He's dying. I get it. But at least he's eating. Eating to the point that he's actually putting weight on.
Good.
Right on, man.
Great.
And real quick, Michael, he's on CBD, so he's having a good time about it as well.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, the thing about it is, it's funny, right? When I want to get him stoned, I mean, with CBDs, though, CBDs is like non-alcoholic beer. There's
always going to be a percentage of THC in there.
Correct.
Exactly. THC. So he's getting a little buzz and he's got a smile on his face, brother.
Yeah, it's like non-alcohol beer. I think that is like they say you have to drink like 40 or 50 cases to get a buzz because it's so minute.
Cool, that'd be some work.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And they crossbreed the strains of marijuana to make it so you don't have that THC to get you high, but you get the benefits. Okay, so you get the benefits of it,
like the healing. Yeah.
Exactly, medical marijuana. Exactly what it is.
Right. Okay, I got you.
CBD is a cancer cure, and I believe that.
I remember when they first.
Not for everybody, but it works in certain cancers, and I've seen it firsthand.
That's like any drug, though, right? That's like any drug.
Amen.
It affects everybody differently. If sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, Michael.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's been a while, brother, since we've done a hangout. A couple of months, I think.
Yeah. I figured I reached out to you, obviously, Ben. I figured let me hop on while I have the time, because I work from home this week, and then I'm on the road next week, and then I'm home. I got 5 trips coming up between now and September. Yeah.
So what happened in the 2 houses? You were looking at 2 more houses.
We're probably going to put a bid in for one tonight.
Awesome,
Still
dude.
on the fence about it. Yeah, you know, the market is so crazy. I hate paying above any kind of market price. It's like, to me, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
God. But
have a good night, the Guitar Pit. He's got to go.
Buddy.
Rock on, Guitar.
Take care, Guitar Pit. What do I got going on? Hold on. I gotta move this over. There it is. I want to see the chat too.
Guitar Pit. That's a good name, man. Guitar Pit.
That's a great
like
name.
Yeah. That's a great name.
Oh yeah.
I've been there myself.
Yeah. Much more original than my channel name.
Well, I'll be. What do I got? Slayer's final tour. I got those tickets. I'll be in the pit in a few weeks.
Yeah.
In
the pit. In the pit.
I what was it? 2 years ago, I saw Anthrax out here, and you know,
Sweet.
I'm over 50, and I'm like, do I want to do it? And I was like, yeah, why not? And I literally just
Absolutely.
Nice.
getting bounced around like a pinball, man.
Yeah, mosh pit.
In a mosh pit, yeah. I dived right in.
I'll be in the mosh pit next weekend, dude. I'm going to Pixies and Weezer in San Diego.
Sweet.
Nice.
These are good show. I just bought tickets.
Oh.
Pixies, man.
I just bought tickets last night for Collective Soul and for Greta Van Fleet.
Okay.
Collective Soul.
Collective
where the
Soul is actually
That's
still
right.
playing. Wow. I love Collective Soul. Mike,
that song, Where the River Flows.
Oh.
yeah.
That's Collective Soul's masterpiece right there. No.
They have their tunes are so catchy. As far as I'm concerned, man. The riffs that those guys come up with, and I love his voice.
Yeah,
I've seen him about a half a dozen times. The last time I saw
like Gel.
Denver, and I had
Gel was popular too.
Yeah.
Gel's good too.
Front of the stage, man, they are good.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see Greta Van Fleet because
Oh, they're.
Yeah.
I love them, man. That would be.
We'll put on a good show.
I don't get them. I don't get Greta Van Fleet, and it kind of trips me out. But now I'm kind of thinking, you know what I mean? At least someone's making music and creating controversy.
Listen, they came out with a new. They've come out with a new single, and it's #1 on iTunes. When was the last time you heard a rock song #1 on friggin'
That's what I'm
iTunes?
saying.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
If it's Zeppelin reincarnate, it's Zeppelin reincarnate. Go with the flow, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
the riffs are freaking incredible. JJ, give them another chance. Just listen to the riffs. Just only focus on the guitar.
Well, I was good with the music until I saw them on YouTube and actually watched them, and I'm like, damn, they're like 10
Yeah. I know. I had that problem too.
Yeah, but
I
you
was
know,
good until, there you go,
You
man.
get past it.
I saw them, and it was done. Once I saw them, I'm like, what?
Yes.
look up
Hold on,
online.
hold on.
Robert Plant talks about them, and very, very favorably. So
I mean, they're overemphasizing their influences, man. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how trippy JJ would
take
be
over the
overseeing
freaking
the Tea
world. Someone
Party
has to.
from here in Canada.
Hey, he's back.
Look, all I'm saying is this right here.
Say it.
Yeah.
Funny part is when I seen that name, I thought a female group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greta, me both.
Yeah, Greta, right?
Ben was all excited about. Sounds like this kind of lady.
You can find so much info on them on YouTube, so many videos, and there's actually a video of them explaining the title and the name of their band. Like they actually go into detail about it.
Right.
So
I don't know another young band that's out there right now pushing it. However, as much push and kind of like media behind them like they do. There ain't no one.
they got power and energy. They are.
So is this the restart of rock and roll?
That's what I want to say. Yeah.
That's the thing. There's a lot of good young rock bands out there. Like hell, these guys.
Yeah.
Love Racer, amazing band out of Toronto, but you'll never hear of them because they don't get the media push.
No.
You know, and like
Greta Van
there's
Fleet might open these doors for these bands because nothing.
well, that's the thing.
I was just going to say that, JJ. You know, think about it, right? Hopefully, I mean, they're young. I mean, look at them. They're a young band.
They're like 10 years old. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
But
listen,
hopefully,
they're all under the age of 21 except for one of them. So I think they're all like 18 and 19 except for
I'm
one.
just freaking old.
that's
then.
crazy, man. That's crazy. But think of how cool that is. At that age,
they're more than likely. I mean, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna pull up other bands, kind of. I would think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And definitely inspire people to please pick up an.
All right, so what's the song? I mean, I don't know this band. I've heard some songs, but what's the song? Tell me a song that's I'm going to put on after this show that I'm going to sit there and go, man. What's the song?
Pressure.
Okay.
Safari song. Jeez.
Is there
Highway Tune's a good tune.
Highway Tune?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Put on Highway Tune. Shoot.
I mean, Zeppelin. I mean, they are so Zeppelin. Zeppelin. I mean,
yeah.
You're right.
Look, Robert Plant. You know, Jimmy.
All right, wait. My favorite song off their first album is called Edge of Darkness. That's my favorite.
I was just gonna say that. Edge of Darkness.
Okay, that's the one. Edge of Darkness. Okay. I will watch it without looking at them. I'll put some psychedelic in the background. I want to check that shit out.
I mean,
That's three.
I'm not 3 for 3, dude. I'm not 3 for 3.
No, but that's 3 people on the panel that have dropped the same S-bomb tonight.
I didn't do it.
Not me yet.
Everyone, don't get me wrong, man.
All right, here's my
we need youth to come through with the music. I don't know if it's Greta Van Fleet. Maybe that is the relaunch of rock and roll, like I'm saying, to start, because it's lost. It's stuck in this time warp, and it's gone, man.
Well, music does go in cycles. Remember the early 90s.
B, C, and A, and F. Basic chords, rock and roll. Start from scratch, man.
Greta,
have a good night, Jason Wade.
Yeah, see you, Jason. Good to see you.
Yeah, later, Jason.
Dave R says a good point. The guitarist rig is super simple and it sounds amazing, and that's a good way to put it. The way they sound.
Yeah.
I'll give you another band that's also gotten very popular recently. Starcrawler and their song "Chicken Woman."
Yeah.
I never heard of
Chicken Woman.
Don't know nothing. We talk a young band or a mature band? What are we talking here, Terry?
They're young. I'll put the link to their Vivo channel in the song. The one notable thing about them is their lead singer is like this really, really thin female, but she's got an amazing voice. I put it in the side chat of the Google.
Most females do. I've got to say that. There's something about music with a female singer, which is mind-blowing.
I've been into, I've seen them twice. I know you all know them. Hailstorm. Man, they
there you go.
Holy it is.
And I will say one thing about female singers. We're trying out a female singer for our band very soon.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
And it's not Amanda?
I think that's going to rock.
Amanda?
Dude, that's new news, man.
I think it's Amanda. We'd love to hear you sing, girl.
What now?
Not like no, not like now. I put it on the spot.
Sure.
Not at all.
What?
But, you got the
I
look.
sing all the time. I never shut up.
Singing voice. And
I sing constantly.
Man, I think you guys would rock. Love to hear it.
Yeah. Well,
Ben and I have never really done that, so.
Well, it was brought up in the show last week. Somebody asked if we were going to be posting any new content from the band, and Rich said that the video that we took wasn't up to par, so he had been watching it and stuff, and he's just not happy with the singing, and he wants to, and he's like, "What do you think about bringing a singer?" I'm like, "Dude, it's $20 a night less. Sure, and we're not doing it for the money anyways, so." As long as the singer is willing to carry a few pieces of gear, I'm happy, And so there's a couple of people that
I'm out.
You know what trips me out, man?
Buffed up chick to sing so she can carry all the gear.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
What trips me out, to me, Richie's got a great voice. There's so much passion. Whenever I've watched you guys live on YouTube or whatever, it's about passion and drive and energy. But
exactly.
I think
he moved,
in cover situations that people want perfection. They want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't want to see that freaking raw energy, which to me is what music's all about.
That's the way it's going to be. The feel, man. The feel, the raw energy.
Cover situations, no one wants to hear that. They want to they want to sit there and have their freaking dinner and have some dancing and a bit of this, but they want it how they're familiar with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not just notes. It's the same when you guys play guitar. You know, you can tell when someone's just strumming on it and just playing the notes, and someone who actually is feeling the music. Right. You know, when you're singing, it's exactly the same. That's why we have messed up singing faces, just like you have messed up guitar faces. Like, oh, because it's awesome.
Well,
it's a good time.
That's the whole thing, emotion. Music,
yeah, well, they want to be able to relate to it. If it sounds more familiar, like they heard it on the radio, kind of, they can relate to it better, and they feel more empowered inside. They have that feeling, you know.
But you've got to get that balance in between with covers, because like I've always said, I ain't a covers guy. I'm about driving original music. But if you're going to do cover, you've got to sit in between. If you're too perfect, too clinical, and it's like, put on the freaking record, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you're too raw, it's too far for some people. You sit in the middle where you get that little bit of drive and pure passion, but it is their familiarity. If you can sit in that center, you're set.
Exactly.
And as
Dad always
yeah, I'm sorry, Amanda.
No, it's okay. As Dad always said, you know, the first thing that if they say, I took lessons, you're out. Done. Bye. Bye. Because they're not gonna have the heart and soul.
I can go in the backyard and scream my guts out. That's who you want.
I can't read a damn note of music. I can't. I don't know, but I can sing it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all about emotion. That's it.
Yeah.
And getting to JJ's point with a cover band, right? I should say a cover song, a band covering a tune. You're right. The familiarity, right? You know the song, you're listening to it, but then as a fan of the song, right? When they tweak it and put their little flavor and taste on it, if it's good, God, that works.
There you go. That's it. That's what JJ's talking about. The happy middle, the middle area, the crossover.
Well, like we have one song that always goes. We have one song that goes over really well, and it is the music of Summer of '69.
Yeah.
In comparison to you.
Yeah.
So there you go. Twist it up.
You know,
throw it out. So the familiarity,
everybody's like,
those are easy songs to
fans, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people will recognize the rep, they'll recognize Summer of '69, but they're like, hey, these lyrics are off. And then we'll hit the chorus.
That
of Nothing Compares to You. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is awesome. Because we mashed up two songs seamlessly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold their ears, man.
That's not hard to get those songs, though. They're not very difficult songs to sing.
Yeah. Let's see. Rambling says, I'm a guitar player and I play in a band. I really don't care what people think about my playing or my band. I play for me. Sorry.
Yeah, I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
I'm very much that way too, and that's probably why we don't gig as much as we do. Because, like JJ says, I love Richie's voice. It reminds me of Izzy Stradlin a lot, with a little bit of Kurt Cobain. Yeah, it's cost us gigs, but hey,
dude, Richie with original music. Imagine Richie with original music. Holy crap!
JJ, I'll send you. I recorded an album of Richie, his last original band with our current bass player. They were a power trio called the Vatican Assassins. I think you'll dig it. Yeah. Bring it down, man. Bring it with you. Yeah. I don't know if we have any physical copies. I think it's only digital.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Check it out.
When you're talking
actually, if you do a search on Richie's channel, I think he might even have some stuff up.
I didn't know Richie had a channel. I'm friends on Facebook, but I didn't know he had a channel.
Yeah,
everybody's got a channel.
I guess.
If he could be on here on YouTube, I guess. Yeah, he shows up in the chat sometimes. If he's not on.
I've got video of Richie when he was a very reluctant frontman.
Okay, so how old is Richie, Ben? 20s, isn't
he's no, he's 33.
Oh, he is. Yeah. We were talking last night, and we thought he was 20s. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he's 33. Yeah, 11 years younger than me, and my bass player is 11 years older than me.
I was going to say
So,
what Michael
Three
B brought
gens.
up about Anthrax and people talking about covers. They should
I'm
go
the
and
man.
listen to
I'm
that
the man.
Anthrax covers album that they did. They did some
Yeah.
amazing covers.
That is not true. I love their version of Parasite.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
they
wow.
were Anthrax. They
Yeah,
were
I forgot
Anthrax.
about
They were already established. It's like, it's like Dave Byron says, he's getting kind of some flack now about playing certain songs while he's live, and he's having to readjust things because of like copyrights and all this BS. You know what I mean? It's it's
That's cool.
what do we do here, man? How do we get the youth focused on creative music? It's going to disappear, dude.
Like say the young bands are out there. It's just we need to get the media behind them.
Well, what I
I
think
go
You know what
to
the
a
problem is?
two-day
Right now,
rock
money
fest-
to be made anymore. The business side of it, the record companies, because it's always been business. It's always been about money, never about the music. And now there's no money to be made. What's the point?
Yeah, Dave Nesdahl
It's all based on
Nesdahl.
looks now.
Hey, Dave.
Nesdahl.
Hello, David Nesdahl.
Hello.
Maybe we should try to pull Dave up in here.
Oh, that'd be epic. Dave.
We need to get Dave up in here.
Dave's
Desiree,
here.
what's up, girl? Yeah, but original music, we got to keep talking that point, man. Telling you.
Yeah.
My kid, my son, he's been playing drums since he's 6 years old. He's now 9, so 3 years playing drums. And I'm like, when you go to junior high, you're going to meet other kids like you. One kid's been in the closet playing, or basement, let's not say closet. Basement playing guitar. One's been playing bass. One's been singing. They're going to meet at junior high, and that's the future. And I
He
keep
already
telling
tears
him,
it up, man.
he doesn't understand why he's playing drums. You know what I mean? He's got no clue.
He loves it, man.
I love it in the closet. Go to your closet. You've been in bed.
It's your freaking what my dad did to me,
Go to
man.
the basement. I'm chaining you up to play drums.
My dad had a guitar in my hand at 6 years old, and pushed in it. And, I pushed my son, and he's like, dude, I'm over it. And I keep pushing him. Now he's at that point, but it's going to be that generation.
He tears it up, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
It's far out.
Big up Scott Reeder from Fu Man.
You know why, man?
Yeah.
He has the.
I was just going to say, and who's his teacher?
Drum set.
Yeah, his teacher's pretty legendary. You're probably going to meet him when you're down here, Ben. He's coming on Wednesday, so he's here every week.
Okay, I just about
you
dropped an
love Fu
F-bomb.
Manchu.
I'm a huge Fu Manchu fan.
Hey, Jay,
What?
I'm like, holy, I caught myself.
Abort mission! Abort mission!
Hey, JJ, you got to bring your son to NAMM when we're all there.
I've tried, but there's a whole thing with getting him into NAMM.
Yeah.
Really?
I need another
Yeah,
ticket.
he's got-
You need another ticket, a pass.
Yeah, I need another ticket, and you can't take him as your kid. He needs to actually be there with his own little label, with freaking, line 6 underneath it. Jaden O'Brien, line 6 amplification. That's what he needs.
Just say he's with Johnny Beane. Tell him he's with Johnny Beane. He'd be good.
Oh, dude, Jaden knows exactly who Johnny Beane. He was talking about you today, R2. He goes, I see you on your phone with like R2. He goes, is that to do with R2D2? And I explained what R2 looking up.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
Something to
R2.
do with it. I'm like, of course. I said the hidden message is still Star Wars.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
That's a
hopefully
great
I can bring him. Because he's my son. He's a rock star. He'd be out there doing it with us.
Well, hopefully, with our little community here, somebody be able to score a ticket.
Hey, that could work. That could work. I'd love to. He's 3 years now that he's been old enough to realize that he ain't going. And he wants to go.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
He's old enough now, so
That's it. He's going.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll work it out. I might have to drop Joe, my buddy, and take Jaden.
Hey, just tell him when Ben is passed out on the floor next to the drum kit, just
take that
off
ticket off his shirt, stick it on there. You want out Ben Coombs.
Listen, Ben is going to go down and stay with JJ and not come back for 6 years.
Go get him in a NAMM. We'll sit him on a drum kit, and you can sit there and jam out. He drumming.
You see Ben out. You see Ben out front. I'm the real Ben Coombs.
I'm the real Ben Coombs. Hey?
And we're all like, hey. Who's that nut job out there? Get rid of him. Come on, little Ben. Come hang with us.
Yeah.
The latest news, Ben Coombs got arrested.
This is it, dude. We're in August, man. NAMM talk is starting. We're in August.
All right. All right. Is this for JJ? Is this what someone's talking about, JJ?
Yay!
It's R2D2.
Winner.
That's it. Love it.
Oh, hold on a minute. I got to show you something. R2D2. Oh,
that's awesome.
This is a real R2D2 for when I was little.
That's the real one, man.
This is the original. This is the
That's like $5,000 right there.
That's what I was just going to say.
Don't you still have yours?
Be worth cash.
I have no idea. I think
you still have it somewhere.
No, if you had it in the package, it'd probably be $5,000.
That's an EVH Custom USA.
Look at this.
This is a
Ours
custom
didn't look like that good.
R3 locking nut.
This guy's remote controlled.
There you go. Look at that bad boy.
Awesome.
You know what? I'm going to fire it up. It's remote control.
I could go buy one of those.
It falls down. It runs around. It is freaking crazy, man.
Nice.
That thing's huge.
Yeah. You know what?
Here you go, guys. Let me show you something my kids have right here. Let's see if you guys can see this.
Is that OG?
Say something.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
R2, R3, testing.
Wait.
Can you see this? Can you see this, everybody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Leia.
Stormtrooper, Princess Leia, C-3PO.
Nice.
Darth Vader.
What? That's a weird trilogy there. A real little package there.
Yeah, what year?
It's a lunchbox. It's a lunchbox that comes with
I got you. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like...
That's crazy.
Oh, I have an ornament that's a little lunchbox and a little thermos inside. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see it. I hang it on the tree every year. A little R2, but that's pretty cool, man. But this is
look at that.
I'm gonna put it on my shelf in the background, so it's always available for people to see.
That's awesome.
Right,
what's the story behind that, Bruce? Again, I'm sorry.
Oh no, this is just from when I was a kid, man. I used to have a bunch of Star Wars.
Well, you had that since you were a kid. That is cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had this.
You kept that.
This is early 80s, I suppose. Late 70s, early 80s.
And that's the OG R2D2.
This is the real thing, man.
That's money right there, dude. That's serious money.
It is.
Is that
I got more somewhere.
Robot.
Dude, seriously. Ben, you're going to get more subscriptions now because he's showing that.
That's right.
I'm showing R2D2.
Anyway, he's got the original. You got
It is. This is the original. Yeah, this is it, man.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, that's
the only original Star Wars I have is Greedo. Honestly, I have Greedo.
Yeah, I think I have him too, man. I have Guido and Boba Fett and who else do I got left? I got a bunch of.
I got part of Boba Fett. His arms fell off.
His arms fell off.
I got the Jabba the Hutt, man. Yeah.
Yeah, those toys from 1978 don't last too long, man. 78. Think about that. 78. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, right? You say 78 because we were all alive, right? Back then, it's like 78. That's a long time ago.
That was a long time
That's when
ago.
I was born.
Woo.
I was born in 78.
2018.
What is 78? Wow, you're a youngin'.
Hey, 78.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good year.
I'm going to have to mute myself for a second. The neighbors have fireworks.
Fighters.
I hear that. I keep hearing noises like that.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah,
Who's
there's
shooting
fireworks. There's neighbors doing fireworks in the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? It's still like a. Oh my God! It's still like Star Wars.
That's
Man,
what
I was trying to craft. Yeah.
Amanda, could you bring the camera out and maybe let us see some of the fireworks? That would be pretty
Well,
fun.
I was trying, but they seem to have stopped. I was gonna get you in on the fireworks. Oh,
I hear
There
that.
it is. I hear him. Yeah.
Hurry up before they do the grand finale.
I'm trying. Oh, there was one.
Pew.
Pew, pew. We have a fireworks factory very close to us.
Yeah.
That the Arizona Light?
So you can get fireworks really cheap here.
And as you can tell, my sister lives definitely in the country.
Can you hear those
Street
crickets?
lights out there.
Crickets.
It looks like UFO lights.
Those are my neighbors. That would be
I'm
my.
not going to say what that looked like
Fireworks.
initially.
Oh,
Kind of looked
never
like
mind.
a certain thing
There you
with
go.
a cane.
Fireworks
in
during
front
a
of it.
fire ban.
No. Yeah, we don't have fire. We're not allowed fire right now. Okay, they're done. Apparently, they're done. Oh, apparently not.
You live close to where all the wildfires are?
So,
No, but that's where Scott's from.
No.
Yeah.
That's about 4
And
hours
here-
north of us.
Okay,
So,
'cause
man-
I'm here in
What are you
Colorado.
connected with?
Yesterday, the day before. It was the day before. It looked like it was cloudy out. But they were saying on the TV there's not a cloud in the sky. It was just a haze, and that was from the Canada and California wildfires.
Yeah.
oh wow, that bad? Yeah,
Yeah,
I know they've been
that's-
bad over there, but wow.
Jetstream pulled it down, and literally it was like a cloudy day. But
Oh, really?
yeah, it was.
Oh, it was really gross.
It was a haze from the fire from both of those wildfires going on, the big ones.
Yeah, they've been having
Apparently,
a
it
real
smelled
bad
like
this
burning
year.
garbage.
This is a bad year for them.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Yeah, that other big fire here in Ontario, that's, I think, like an hour north of me.
Yeah.
That's got
That's where
to.
Scott's from.
That's got to be. That's close.
Yeah.
It's,
An hour is nothing.
it smells like burning garbage, apparently.
Oh.
It's very, very disgusting. The French River area was just clouded with smoke, and it just stunk. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Breathe
Not
in
awesome.
the air.
They were close to evacuating where Scott's from.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
scary,
not.
man. That's scary.
And I think they're done.
Mhm.
As soon as I
Yeah.
hit this, they're going to start again.
I didn't think about the people that actually lose their homes, but actually, I
Oh,
saw
there you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez. I think someone
There
got
you
shot
go.
there.
somebody for the fires. They went and put all their china in a pool, in their pool,
Wow.
and the china was fine. Like after the fire, like being to put their china in the pool, and it actually made it through the fire.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I know they just they said today on the news the car fire in Colorado, not Colorado, in California. They said that was started. Check this out. It was started by a flat tire. Some person was driving.
Oh.
Tire went down. The rim hit, spark, and now you got that massive fire because of that. That's how dry it is.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
Tires burn
Right.
forever. Like
Yeah,
that
they do.
rubber The tires are made out of it will burn forever, and it stinks.
Yeah, no, but he got a flat, and it was a spark from him when he was, or her, whatever, on the highway. A spark from when the tire blew out when they were driving.
That's insane.
That started the fire. That's crazy. Yep, that came out today.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, think of the odds, right?
They need to put sprinklers in the woods over there, I guess. 'Cause
More
that's the only
fireworks.
way- Sprinklers in the
Or
freaking
more
woods,
Canadians
they gotta
peeing
do it.
after too much beer.
What's that?
I like your solution better.
I said, or more Canadians needing to pee after too much beer.
Yeah, right. I mean, seriously though.
Can I be the American volunteer? I'll help.
Put that fire out.
That's right. And have a good time at it.
I got this. I got this.
Bring out those.
I got a 6-pack and a full bladder. Let's go.
Hey, JJ, is there any video of your son up? Did you ever put anything up of him playing drums?
Oh yeah, he's got stuff up.
I missed it.
I got one thing. I got one thing when he was really little. It was an electronic drum kit I had. He kind of jamming away with beats. But I try and sneak behind the door. He hates me filming him. He gets all kind of camera shy. And then afterwards you'll go, you should film me. You know, he trips out. But I'll download some stuff.
JJ, I thought you had a video up of him playing. Like you guys playing. He was just going at it with a regular set of drums.
I might have had one. Yeah, I might have one up there.
There's
I know I did
I think just one with him on a regular drum set, just jamming, and you got him, and he was bugging out.
Yeah, he was like 6 years old then. He's 9 now.
Wow.
So he's way different now. I mean, he knows a Pumpkin song. He knows a Nirvana song. His favorite song is Hotel California by the Eagles.
No way.
Yeah. So he can play all the way through that.
You know what? I'm gonna get around to learning that solo for the Hotel California. That's like one of the best solos. That
solo's so good. And at 9 years old, though, to be to like that kind of music as well, that's impressive.
That's his favorite song. Is Hotel California.
Yeah, that is far out, man. That's
awesome.
there.
And he's played a Zeppelin song, and you know his whole thing has been to learn a 10-song set, and in 3 years it's taken that long to learn a 10-song set.
Dude, we gotta get him in the NAMM.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, he'd love it.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it.
He makes the part as well. He's my kid for sure.
I mean, you know, he loves music. Obviously, he's so much into music. Bringing him into that environment, that'll blow his mind at that age.
That's awesome.
Talk about influence, yeah.
He's at that point now because I've never pushed him. I've never pushed him. I let him go at his rate, like he's meant to practice, and I don't.
Yeah, listen to those fireworks.
Hey, I hear the grand finale. I told you.
Yeah.
Present Canada.
I told you, man, to get the damn grand finale.
I'm trying. Well, they keep being real intermittent, so I can see when they light them.
Yeah, I did present her earlier when they were.
Are they lighting up the fireworks because of the holiday? You have a holiday tomorrow, right? Up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really a fireworks holiday. We just have any excuse for fireworks.
It's not a paid holiday.
No.
Yeah, it's just a fire band. That's all.
They just bounce off our English holidays, man.
Pretty much.
If you're having a holiday, we can pull that one.
What's the holiday called? What's it about?
It's a civic holiday.
It's called Light 'em Up.
It sounds like it, right?
Toyota 4Runner holiday.
It's called Stay Home, Screw Your Job.
Hey, Michael. Michael, there's your twin.
Well, I'm a banker now. I stay home.
I'm a banker. I stay home.
Oh, JJ.
Look at that bad boy. Look at that thing. Check that out, Michael.
That's Michael's. That's the twin. Me, Michael, and Adam EVH have a similar series of guitar.
I love those. Yeah, that's just awesome.
Oh, I got to grab mine now. Hold on.
All right.
Twins. Yeah, Adam's got one as well. Adam has a Floyd. Mine doesn't have the Floyd.
Right. Adam has the Floyd. He has the Axis. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You got the hardtail, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
I had a
Floyd. It's still a tremolo, right? It's still a tremolo bridge, not a Floyd, but a tremolo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was hardtail.
No, not hardtail. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just flashing so fast because.
Can't wait to see Michael's.
Let's see, that's cool quilt, man. That's a nice quilt.
That's Michael's right there. Look, similar.
Yeah, it is. I love the top.
Oh,
look at that. It's totally.
Michael, is that the one you got off of Johnny Beane?
No, that's
the other one.
That's the PV.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the PV.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Look at the birds. Look at the bird's eye.
This is the one that David Nesdahl helped him, right? David Nesdahl helped hook you up with that?
No. David, actually what I did, oh, yes, I'm sorry. I sent the one I bought from Johnny to David to have him do his magic. By the way, if anybody out there wants a setup, he got Nesdahl. Man, oh man, is he good.
Dude, it's the other side of the country for me. I'd love to do that. I'd love for Dave to set up.
Well, I'm not too
Look
far.
at that bird's eye.
Wow. Yes, the devil. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hi, everybody.
David Nesdahl.
Wow, man. All-star cast here.
Welcome to the party, brother.
Listen to that reception. Jeez.
My goodness.
Dude, there's 8 of us up here. This is awesome.
I wouldn't be holding this guitar if it wasn't for David.
Dave, you're a big star. You pushed me out of my screen here.
I'm sorry.
He said,
Yeah.
So cool the gang. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, but you gotta understand, when you got Nesdol on the show, you gotta know your place.
Step aside, man. Step aside.
Step aside.
No way.
How did I end up here?
Welcome, David. Good to see you, man.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
yes, it is.
What are we talking about?
Music Man.
Music Man, Ernie Ball, and the guitar you obtained for Michael Smith.
Oh, what a great guitar. It looks, I mean, I wish I could put my hands on it, but yeah, it's a beautiful guitar.
Beautiful quilt.
Michael almost didn't have that guitar because I almost bought it.
Ah, yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Thank
No.
you. Thank you.
Oh, it's, please. I've got so many, and you know what? I got to give other people a chance to buy guitars, you know?
Yeah, I can't believe when you reached out to me, I was actually, you know the story. I was working. It was a Sunday. I had to go take care of something.
Yeah.
And he had reached out to me, and it was like, I don't know, 3-4 hours before I got back to it because I was busy. And then I finally got a chance. I called him. He's like, dude, look, no, I actually said, you're buying this guitar. You got to buy this guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I jumped right on. I was like, wow. And I didn't even haggle on the price, to be honest with you. I wanted it that bad.
Yeah, well, that's one of those guitars you just don't haggle on. I mean, it was under $1,000. How could you? $900 for the guitar, $60 shipped. $960.
So what year is that?
Wow.
This is this was made in Japan. This is one of
No, it's not. It's not made in Japan. It's sent to Japan. They're made in America.
But that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's what they did with those is after Eddie left Music Man and went to Peavey, they had a buttload of guitar bodies and necks. They didn't know what to do with, so they sent them all to Japan. They were put together in Japan, all with the same parts that they would have been put together with in California, and they were sold to the Japanese public.
I got you.
Exactly.
But they're all American. They're all and they're not a veneer top. They are a real flame top. It's exactly an Eddie Van Halen guitar without the stamps on it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty without the signature, Eddie Van Halen's signature, but still, that's an Eddie Van Halen guitar.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that guitar is if you're going to make a replica of the one that Eddie used, that's the one to do it with, because on Eddie's personal guitar, it didn't have any stamps on it. It didn't have his signature on the headstock. It didn't say made in San Luis Obispo on the back. It was a prototype, so it didn't have any of that stuff on it.
That's
so
a great
the guitar to make a replica out of.
I never even thought of that, man. That's a great point, man.
So what year?
It could have been, it could be even 95, 95, 96.
I was just going to ask that, Dave. How would you know? I mean, I don't
know. I honestly don't know. I don't remember. It's been such a long time that I've dated one of those.
Is it PV that doesn't have the dates right? Like the numbers aren't matched up to dates kind of thing, you know?
I don't know. I'm not sure how they all do it.
Music Man have a birthday, and you have to call whatever his name is, the son now. You call him and speak to him.
Sterling. Yeah.
Yeah, Sterling will sit on the computer with you, and you give him the serial number, and he'll tell you that they call it a birthday.
But I think PV is it PV? This is the one that doesn't have that. They just the numbers.
They got lost on it. They lost their whole system.
Yeah, PV.
Very, very tough to date the PV.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember though if it was PV or Music Man, but I guess it's PV that did it that way. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still.
Yeah,
well, that's an awesome guitar, Michael.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Is amazing.
Dave, you're probably going to get your hands on this because I'm probably going to send it out to you to have you set it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to play it. I'll be happy to set it up and send it back to you.
Yep.
Be happy to play it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're happy to play it.
I'll be honest with
you. Make an album with it. No.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not just saying this, man. I feel obligated to just send it to you just to play because I would never be holding this.
It's so good.
Crazy good, man.
Yeah, well, you don't want to spend $70 in shipping just for me to play it. You want it to be perfect.
Yes.
You know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm getting at.
Well, when's the next time you're going to be on the East Coast? Do you think you're
September.
going to be on the East Coast anytime soon?
Yeah, September. I'm going to be the week of The first week, I think it is.
Okay, so don't ship it to me. Bring it with you in a gig bag, and I'll do it while you wait.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's real.
This way you can take it home with you.
Awesome.
You know, I'll get to play it, and you get to take it home with you.
Cool. Yep.
Peace out, Jamal Kareem. Welcome.
Definitely, definitely.
Good to see you, Jamal.
Definitely having the plan to come up to see you when I'm there too. So
yeah, please do.
It's not perfect.
So you guys are all going to have to forgive me. I don't have the chat up, so if anyone's asking me questions in the chat, I'm sorry. I just don't have the chat up, and I'm not staying terribly long because I want to. Desiree's trying to fall asleep. She's got to work in the morning, and I'll stay for 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. Then I got to split. I got to kind of keep it quiet. So
no worries. All good. Man.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Oh,
good to see
awesome. Glad you jumped in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what else is going on? What else are we talking about?
Oh, we're just talking gear in general. I ordered a couple of custom guitars yesterday.
Oh, what'd you get? What did you order?
We are getting from my channel sponsor, Renofin. I'm getting an offset for Richie. It's going to have super strat wiring in it. And Travis is building me a Telecaster.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
How cool. You can never have too many Telecasters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, especially if you need Shane.
Awesome. So, Ben, what is that Strat behind you? It looks like an American Standard.
That is. Let me go grab it.
Is that black or is that green?
No, it's like a pewter type bluish gray.
Okay. I can't.
It looks green here too, Dave.
Yeah, it looks green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may have some green. Well, plus I'm colorblind.
Yeah, I'm like, Ben, you can't tell.
Clapton was playing the same thing at the time.
Oh, now I see the blue.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's a 1989 American Standard. Threw some Spazzels on it.
Is that yours or is that a customer's?
No, it's mine.
Really?
I've had it since. Yeah, I've had this since 1991.
Oh, cool.
But the neck is twisted on it, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so that's how last night's conversation with Travis started, because he's going to build me a neck. I should have it within the month. It's going to be a thin 60s profile neck, stainless steel vintage frets, maple, natural, no finish.
Cool.
And I can start
you
playing
get a
this thing
pickup
again.
choice on that, Ben? Are you actually going to let him pick the pickups, or are you going to get involved in that?
I just told him I prefer some hot single coils, if possible. Beyond that, I told him just surprise me.
Soda Pop's
I don't know
here.
what. Hey, Soda Pop. I saw you commented on the first video. You just watched the first one. I'm like, I almost commented, "We're still live, buddy."
Come on over.
Cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, with this thing, I had read an article in the mid-'90s. They were saying 1989 was a bad year for Strat necks. And it said September was the worst. Yeah, and they said September was a bad month of that year. And when I pulled the neck off, this was stamped September '89. So I went, well, that kind of makes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, '89 was the year they transitioned from the Fender Stratocaster Squire series to Fender Standard Stratocaster.
Yeah.
Which is now Players.
Right.
What's your opinion on the neck?
I don't mind the size of this neck. But yeah, I could always go smaller. Smaller is better for me.
American Standard, it's a CNC cut. They're not done by hand, so they should all be pretty exact.
But yeah, the early '80s ones were actually pretty nice because they're pretty much the American necks, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, the early Squire Japans are the ones. Early '80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
88 one.
I had one of those. I had one with a big headstock. It looked just like this, but right-handed.
They were the king, Dave, weren't they?
That was the first year. I had the first year that came out. I had a Blackguard Telly, and I had the white Strat. And they were so good, but I was too young to really to know what I had.
Yeah, right. No one knew what they had then. Everyone was bagging on the Japanese in those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were great guitars, and you know nowadays they're worth $1,000 or more.
Wow.
Wow.
For a Squire.
That's awesome.
Or Squire, right?
Yeah.
That's a real Squire. That's a real Squire. Even the pickups were incredible in those.
Yeah, they were good. They were all really good. You know, it was just good gear. It just had the Squire name on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, get the big.
And I never gave him a second look when I was growing up because my dad was from the generation that he was embarrassed for the fact that he didn't have a pre-CBS telly. You know, he's like, yeah, I have a telly, but it's a CBS.
Really?
And he was embarrassed about it.
Gosh. Back then.
But that's how times change, right?
Right. Michael, what guitar is that?
Special. American Special.
Yep. Oh, cool. Did you just get that?
No, I've had this for, man, when I first moved out here, I got it used. Actually, it was probably about 5 or 6 years I've had this. I paid.
I don't remember seeing that before either.
No?
You know, I try to.
I like that.
I try to remember all my friends by what guitars they have, so I have to.
I don't even know you, Michael.
It's really weird.
So what's your name? Big Headstock? Yes.
Is that a big headstock or
Big head? Yeah.
I need to get one of those. I'm the only one of my friends that doesn't have that thing.
Hey,
So
not
you're on a
available
strap
around
kit
here.
right now, David.
Hold on. You know what? Let me get the receipt. I paid a crazy freaking price for this thing.
For that little toy?
Well,
I'm talking about that toy thing. Yeah, that thing.
That, not the strap.
Yeah, you do have to get one. If you don't buy one, and one's going to show up in your mailbox, I'm going to give you one. You got to have it.
I still have to send you a thank you card for the steaks.
No worries, man. It's all good. Thank you.
Oh, well, there
I
we go.
believe you can get those things at Target. Unfortunately, we no longer have Target in Canada.
Oh.
No Target.
Target in Canada was targeted.
Yeah, they lasted about a year.
Yeah, it was a poof.
Not even a year, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think maybe more like about 8 months, 9 months, and it was automatically, well, Walmart's here too much. Everything else, we're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy me a slice of pizza when I see you next month, Dave.
Done. I just had one. I had one tonight for the first time in like 8 months.
Worst thing in the world about living out here is just the
New York, no New York pizza, eh, Michael?
It's heaven. Heaven.
Man, I was in Manhattan a few times, and man, that pizza, I tell you, blew my mind.
It's the water. That's what it is.
Yes, 100% right.
Since I'm in New York, I have to say it like a New Yorker. It's the water.
It's the water.
The water.
The water.
The water.
New York's water makes
size of the slice as well. Your slices are like an extra large pizza in California.
Yeah. They make them big here.
When I was a kid, we used to drink out of the hydrants, the best tasting water in the world, right? As far as I'm concerned, we called it the city gin.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't.
No, not now.
Yeah, I don't think I'd drink the water from anywhere.
I paid $600 for that guitar.
What's that?
I paid $600 for that guitar. I got the receipt.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Nice.
That's killer.
And I was off by a year. I bought it. Actually, check this out. This is my birthday present. I remember. On my birthday in 2014. And I remember seeing it up there. I'm like, wait a minute. That price, is that right? You know, I mean, they go for, I think they're $1,000 new.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I brought it down. I'm like, is this price right to the guy? And he's like, if it's on it, that's the price. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Yep.
Very cool.
It's a sweet guitar, man. I like it. And it's got
Deluxe Roadhouse.
harder pickups because it's got the Tex-Mex pickups, but it's cool. Yeah, I dig it.
Well, you can always change those at any time if you wanted to.
Exactly.
And they don't sound bad.
No, I like them. I like them. But you're right. I can always change it out and just drop in, whatever I want, actually. So,
Yep.
Yeah, the body and neck is American on that.
You probably know more than I do.
Well, the best way to tell if that's American is see the where the truss rod, that little walnut stripe on the truss rod cover. Well, where the truss rod hole is.
Yeah.
No, on the top of the headstock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the front.
Yep.
If it's plastic, it's made in Mexico. If it's walnut like that, it's made in America.
It's walnut. Yeah.
Yeah, that's walnut.
Yeah,
that's killer, man.
Oh wow.
And that's the kind of stuff that literally that Dave just said that will save somebody in the market to buy an American guitar a ton of money by not getting duped into buying something different.
That was private sale, wasn't it, though, Michael? That was a private sale.
No, I bought this from Guitar Center, used.
$600?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's killer.
Yeah, here's the receipt. I don't know if you can see it.
Was it on one of your work journeys in the middle of nowhere?
No, this was literally right at the block from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy money.
Yeah.
So, sometimes they don't know what they got, you know?
Well, this is a Guitar Center guitar.
Yeah. That's it.
There you go.
I don't generally buy guitars from Guitar Center anymore. But I mean, they get great guitars in. This is, and this same guitar at Wildwood Guitars is $3,500. I got this for $1,200 at Guitar Center.
How much?
$1,200.
Holy shoot! I wasn't gonna be number 4, Ben. You was not gonna do it.
That's good catch, Michael. Because I think we allowed the S word. The last S word was allowed today.
Do I have a choice? Everyone's using it anyways.
Is there a ban on cursing now?
Say again?
I try not to.
Ban on cursing, or is that just for this channel?
Not on Ben's channel. No.
He was to not curse, but if it happens, it happens.
He was he was doing a roll call, and somebody earlier.
I'm kind of used to it now. Working with Johnny is like. I love the guy. He's like the Gestapo, though. You can't. It's like rated G or nothing.
Yeah,
and it's fine. It's actually taught me to talk.
You can't say that, David. You can't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben could make up a new thing and say, if you swear, you got to put money in the tickle trunk.
I want to say hey to Soda Pop and Chris Hagersted's joined us, and Soda Pop asked if Amanda has any guitars. No, she does not. She does not play, but she's interested in learning.
Yeah, I do not own any guitars.
Amanda, your avatar is showing. We don't see you.
I'm outside at the particular moment.
Oh, well, fine then.
There's a fireworks display happening that I have been showing to everybody, and I was anticipating more since they're not shutting up at all.
I think she's gambling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, would you mind?
She's playing with the crickets.
Would you mind if I gave my show a little bit of a plug?
No, go for it.
Do it up, man.
Well, this coming Friday, I'm almost positive we are having a show because Johnny's on vacation.
Right.
But I think we're definitely still having a show. And Richie Kanata from Billy Joel's band is going to be our guest.
No way.
Yeah, he's a very close friend of mine. He lives about 3 minutes up the street from me.
Oh, wow.
And he agreed to do the show. He wants to come on this Friday and talk about gear and his studio and the gigs that he has coming up. And
awesome.
So that's, but I guess I just let everyone know about it. But
well, are you going to be running it off your channel or off of Johnny's channel?
It's going to be off of Johnny's channel.
Right.
It's going to be fun. And I did a lot of homework today. There's going to be a lot of guests. I can't name them just yet. Right. But we have a lot of big guests coming on in the next 2 months, two or 3 months.
Sweet.
I think probably almost every week we'll have an amazing guest, like an oh my god guest.
See, now I regret not being able to come on last Friday because it'll be Christmas before I'll get back on with you guys.
Well, we could probably still do like a Tuesday. I don't know. Again, this is like beyond my control because it's not.
True.
It's Johnny's show, really.
Oh, of course.
But
right.
we're just trying to we're trying to get more viewers and come up with some good content. And not that you're not, Ben. Of course, all you guys are great content, but like it's people go wow when you have like a serious artist on. It's like
yeah, no doubt. I mean,
you're gonna get Gary Kramer. Gary Kramer's gonna be on.
That would be cool, but no, we didn't book him yet.
Well, I mean, honestly, just think about it. The fact that one of my guitar gods, Larry Mitchell, pops on all the time. I know you really well, good friend.
Yeah,
that is just killer. I mean, you're hard pressed in my opinion to find a better guy or guitarist.
Yeah,
man, he's good. Oh.
Well, I found out that well, you know what? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you off the air. But last night's show with Thomas McLaughlin was really successful.
That was great.
That's all I can say on air. If I'm still on with you guys off air, I'll tell you the reason why.
Cool.
Okay, well, we gotta go, folks.
Thomas was awesome.
Thomas,
gotta go.
Yeah, Thomas.
What a character.
What a great guy. What a great kid he is.
He was cool.
Yeah, he's serious. He's serious. Great player. Great guy.
He's little Stevie Vai.
Yeah.
His subtle little jokes, and he'd sit back with his smirk on his face, and everyone would. He was brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah. That was fun. A lot of fun.
What a player. Man, what a player.
To say the least. Yeah, he's got chops like you can't believe. And, you know.
I remember the day he was on TV years back. I remember the day he appeared on TV, man, on British TV.
I recorded about 2 minutes of him when I saw him at NAMM, and I got to give you access, Dave. Remind me. I want to give you access to. Do you have Dropbox?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you access to the NAMM stuff. Every picture I took, all the videos and whatnot.
Awesome.
Just so you can go through them. And do whatever you want. You know, I'm giving you access. You have full reign, obviously, to do whatever you want with him. But I got some video of him, and I was actually friends with him on Facebook before this past NAMM. The reason why I'm saying that is just how good of a guy that he is, right?
Yeah.
I found him online, you know, the way we find everything. I fell in love with his music, and just on a chance, I'm like, let me reach out to him. And I just put a friend request in. And I said, love your music, whatever. And I think it was like a day later, he said, okay, accepted. I was like, whoa, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he and I have a mutual friend that I've been friends with for almost 30 years. And that's how he and I became friends. So it's you know, and when I first told him, oh yeah, Mark Cimino and I, he was like, Mark, I love Mark.
Nice.
We're buddies, you know, that's the way it is. And it's so cool. It was he's really down to earth, and he'll talk to anyone and everyone. He gives everyone their moment with him. You know, it's very cool. His nose is not up in the air.
Right on.
Oh, not even.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that you feel like you've known him for like forever, like a long time. At least that's the impression I get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So
we got to get him on again, Dave, man.
Oh, we'll have him on. He'll be a recurring guest. We asked him to be a recurring guest, and
nice.
He may do something special for us as well. We're in the middle of asking him to do something a little special for us. And I think he will.
And he said that, David, near the end of the show, he goes, I'd love to come back on again. I mean, he was
yeah.
I was like, yeah, that is so cool, man.
We happen to be lucky in that last night happened to be a pretty good show. Like, we were all kind of on. It wasn't boring. It wasn't like there was no dead air. There was really no stupidity like it can be.
That was great.
And we all know how like sometimes you want to like choke someone. But
I hadn't seen the chat go that silent in a long time.
You know, well, whether it be me, Johnny, or Jay, you know, at some point one of us is an idiot. So
yeah.
It happens, man. It happens.
Oh yeah.
It looked like Jay was having fun. It looked like everybody was having fun. You know?
Jay was man.
Well, Jay is a super duper fan of Thomas's, and when I said
Thomas and Larry Mitchell.
Yeah, Larry too. Yeah. Well, see, you know, Larry to me, yes, he's a celebrity, But he's been my friend for
he's your
30
friend.
years.
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
30 years we've been
But
like
for Jay, it's like the guy that he has that CD, you know? It was one of those CDs that he grew up on.
All of us,
loved.
man.
Yeah. Oh, we all know Larry Mitchell. Oh,
yeah,
for
he's
sure.
Guy's got fingers
absolutely
left
killer.
beyond.
You know, the funny thing about Larry Mitchell is anytime you bring up his name, people are like, yeah, he's a shredder, but he's like, this is what makes him great about what he does, and this is what makes him different about what he does than everyone else does. It's like
he's got feel. It's his feel.
He does the Vi thing, but he also does the Nile Rodgers thing and the Prince thing. You know, he's got all of that. It's crazy.
He feels it, man.
Guys,
he's a great melodic player.
His heart's in there.
Wrap things up on air here. Because we've gone 3.5 hours.
Wow.
Oh, you must be
exhausted.
Dude,
I actually, and the crazy part is I literally did my Veda for today 12 hours ago. So it's been a bit of a day for me. I just realized I'm like, wow, I went live 12 hours ago.
Wow.
So yeah, I want to thank everybody that's on the panel tonight. Terry, R2, Mike, JJ, Dave for jumping in, Bruce, and of course my lovely sister Amanda. I hope we didn't corrupt you too badly.
No, really good time.
Everyone that tuned in the chat. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. And once again, I want to thank the channel sponsors, Arden's Music, and putting us out. And I will be live again tomorrow as part of the Veda vlog every day in August. And thanks everyone for tuning in. That's been in the chat. It's been awesome. You guys had some awesome questions tonight and some cool topics. And I just want to thank everyone for tuning in and hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Good things. If you do good things will happen to you. So everyone have an awesome night and rock on. And we'll talk to you soon.
Big love, everyone. Peace.